Going live. Yes, sirree, Bob. All right. Ooh, ads. No one likes ads. Gotta put it on mute, but I am here. I am here now. All right, let's see here. All right, welcome to another live stream. 2 times in 2 weeks, bruh. Oh my god, let's go, people. So wow, 7 people on here. We've fallen off, bro. Those comments that people leave on my channel, I see them leaving on other channels, and social media influencers like, oh, you got 0 views in 1 second. Like, you fell off. Like, I get it's a joke, but it's not funny at all to me. I don't find it funny. I don't think anyone else does either. But yeah. Oh, we got 25 now. Okay. Well, I'd rather have that than 7. Not that having 7 people is bad or anything. I appreciate every single one of you. But yeah. No. Okay. So we're here. The reason I'm doing this is because I am in a great mood, and I'm off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I got my long weekend from the post office this week. So hell yeah, cheers to that. And then my next long weekend, it comes every 5 weeks, I think. So when my next one comes in July, that's my vacation time. So I just got to get through a whole another set of days to get through it. And when it comes to my next one, I am going to have a 2.5 week vacation. And I don't know where to go yet, but I gotta figure out soon. Yeah. What's up, goat? We got Miller High Life tonight, of course. How could you not have a Miller High Life in this? Um, Tripkeeper, are you cute in real life? I don't know, bro. Like, that's for people to decide. I mean, you can look at my face reveals on Instagram. There's one on YouTube I posted on the shorts, and you can see for yourself if you think so. I'm not gonna tell you what you think is cute or not, and go for it. But all right, we're here. I don't know if I'm gonna read trip reports today, because honestly, that took up a lot of time, and I wasn't like really invested in it, because that's just like for my main channel. I read on my second channel too, but like reading them live is like a different thing. I like to be in person for it. But yeah, during your vacation, you should set up a meet and greet. We all pregame with some Datura. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Well, I'll be sure to bring some boofable Datura, because there's a difference between regular Datura and boofable Datura. You're gonna want to get the one that's not as pointy, unless you're into that. Oh, shout out Eddie Man. Yes, I know who he is. People in the Discord did not. They were like, you don't know this guy, but I know him. He's a coworker. So shout out Eddie Man. Ladies thinks he's cute. Yeah, we work together. But yeah, so we are in this live stream. I welcome everybody. We got actually more than I thought, because I just planned this. I asked it on the community post, and in like 2 o'clock or whatever the fuck what time it was, and then I set it up. So I guess maybe not a lot of people knew. Oh shit, I gotta post on my story. Be like, hey, listen, you gotta go on it. Hold up, really quickly, guys. Hold the fuck up. 2 views 1 hour ago. Why is it not clicking on it? Okay, I gotta exit out of YouTube then, because YouTube's being a little bitch. Let you back into the Discord. I don't kick anyone out. I don't know. Like, you could just, I got the link in my YouTube section, and there's all those links to all my social media shit. You can go join. I don't know why people are having trouble. Just go in there and be like, hey, dude, why is it not clicking on it? Oh, I could press that. Oh yeah, Domino's. You guys want some pizza right now? Let me just share this really quick on my story, really quick, so other people can know. Maybe it's only 1 extra person, but hey, we will take it. Can't believe I made it. Yeah, congratulations, woo! Have you seen Paul the Alien's YouTube vid? Shit is tragic as fuck. Yes, I did check him out. I think he died, right? I think he was. Yeah, that was. I know someone that's known was really like into him. Like, well, I think they were friends or something. So, yeah, I remember he was pretty sad about that when that happened. I didn't really know much about him. I checked out like a couple videos, but I wasn't like, I'm not too big on the fucking drug YouTuber. Like, I like to listen to Terrence McKenna seminars, but for me personally, I do not like to listen to trip reports. I like to read them though. I think they're fun to read, but I don't like listening. So I'm glad other people listen to them. But yeah, I don't really watch drug videos. I used to when I was a kid, when I was in, well, not kid, but like a teenager. Like I would always watch Psych Substance, and there's this guy named Avi LSD, and he got banned from YouTube. Sad, but he was a cool guy. But yeah, I'm not too big on it. I mostly watch sports stuff. If that's you know, it might not seem like it, but if you know me, you already know. Let's see, what sticker can I use? Live now? Is there like a live now sticker? Oh yeah, here we go. Ooh, that's a big juicy one. Live now. And then click here too. We gotta get a click here. Let's use a mouse. This cursor, this orange cursor, it matches with the thumbnail. That honestly, that TFTT Q&A thumbnail is a pretty nice thumbnail. I made that like not happy with it, but hey, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. How's your day, Trip Keeper? I'm doing good. That's why I'm doing this, honestly, because I'm in a good mood today. Had a good day at work, dude. It was like 62 degrees out today. Blue fucking skies, bruh. Blue fucking skies, dude. That was insane. Oh, shit. I closed out Instagram too fast. Didn't upload. You piece of shit. And Ozzy's here. Ozzy, you want to say hi to the viewers? Yeah, don't step on my... Closed out everything, so I'm not trying to have him do that. Ozzy, just stay over there, please, okay? You can talk to the viewers if you want to talk about your salvia trip, but, yeah. Hot. Oh shit. The fucking beer every time. You gotta be careful with these fucking beers. They overflow, bruh. Ugh, man. That happens like once a stream, once a second channel video, dude. That always happens. Like, dude, come on. Okay, you said hockey. No, I'm not into hockey. Not that I mean, last year I watched the playoffs a little bit, but I'm not into it. I'm like, I don't know. I can't get into it for some reason. I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish I could because it looks like a fun time. It looks like they're manly men. It's better than football and basketball where they're like, oh, you hit me and you deserve a penalty. But hockey's like, yeah, I punched him in the face. Yeah, he lost a couple teeth. Did I sit in the box for 5 minutes? Hell yeah. Whatever that box is called, I forgot. The fucking penalty box, right? I don't know. First time I watched Psych Substance was because I was having a bad mushroom trip and I had to calm down. Well, I hope you calm down from it. We're not going to be asking where RC benzos are at. I'm sorry, we cannot don't ask those questions. You will get removed. Nothing against you, but we don't want to, deal with that because YouTube, I don't know if they're watching. So, yeah. The running gag is that's really true. That happens, like my beer spills, but like other things like my wife or whatever the fuck, not real, but the beer spilling, it's a tragic event. Bro, the job market right now in biotech is so cutthroat. I'm trying to get a new job as a college grad and it's rough. More and more considering trying the YouTube grind. Honestly, what you can try to do, this is all I can tell you. I can only give you my advice is if you know what you're doing, maybe you can make videos about what you're going for and that could help out and then that could pay for stuff and that's easily going to be monetized and there's going to be there's going to be a niche for it because there's going to be people who want to watch it. So I mean, if you just get a camera, whatever the fuck, I mean, it's kind of easy to make videos. I've been making videos my whole life, so it's like second nature to me to edit and shit. Even my supervisor asked if I can help him edit, which I haven't done yet, but he hasn't asked since then, so that was kind of funny that he asked me that. But yeah, it's just what I recommend if you're starting off, download Audacity and just get a free video editor or something. I don't know. I pay for VideoPad because I don't do big editing jobs like a Premiere, and I also have a laptop. So it doesn't require a lot. And if I did have Premiere on here, dude, I think my computer would shut down all the time because I'm always at like 20 gigabytes of data. And then like when I'm making the video, it goes down and down. Like if I'm on it for a long time editing, and then I won't be able to export it. So I have to like close out and reopen it again for the storage to go back up. It's really weird. I don't know why that happens, but yeah, no, just start with YouTube and, try it at least. It doesn't hurt to try, right? Yeah, no, we're not gonna be no research chemical benzodiazepines. You don't need to get those. That is not for people. Don't you know? It says not for human consumption. On week 2 of my taper from diazepam, been loving the vids and getting through this. Cheers from the UK, bro. Yo, shout out UK. Thank you for staying up late. I know it's what, like 11 o'clock there right now, so hell yeah. The tip keeper, where is your wife? She's at the store right now. She yelled at me because I bought the wrong mango. Like, bitch, what kind of mango do you want me to get? There's only one there. Like, you could go to Whole Foods and get like 20 different species of mango, but I'm going to the closest store. I'm not gonna go to if I go to Whole Foods, I'm buying myself food there. I'm not gonna buy that bitch food. I'm gonna buy myself food from there. Because if I'm getting halibut, I'm paying $30 for it. That's gonna be for me. You're not gonna have any of this halibut, bro. Why don't you do a face? I did do a face reveal. I just don't do it on live streams because I like to, I move around a lot, and like I just feel more comfortable with the Discord thing there in front, and I can like do whatever I want. I can like get up and go to the bathroom and like drink a beer. I don't have to be seen, but yeah, no, but it's on. It is on my Instagram. Go check it out. Hello, sexy. Thank you, thank you. I've been clean from every drug for a long time now because of emotional issues, but listening to your videos still brings me some of the joy I used to get from doing drugs. Well, that's good to hear. Yeah, sometimes, you hear my videos is, it feels like a drug. A lot of people tell me that they go to sleep and their dreams involve me or like a story about drugs, like I'm reading it and I'm in their dreams, it's weird to think about that, but it's kind of cool. I've fallen asleep to my videos like twice. I just wanted to see, and it actually worked pretty well. Like I could see how you guys fall asleep quickly. Yeah, no, you got to get the Trip Keeper voice down. This one is not the Trip Keeper voice. This is my normal talking voice. But if I want to talk in my main channel voice, minus the live streams, it's going to be a very, very, very good voice. I've pretty much mastered it, and maybe in like a year or two, it's going to be even better. Do you just notice the improvement of it? Like when I first started, it's so embarrassing. I can't even watch it, but things from like a year or so ago, that's when it started to become like really higher quality. But before that, not really. I don't, but like that's where I got my main subscriptions from before. But yeah, can't ever take that shit for granted. That's what I built off of, and people watch for that. They watch for the trip reports and they stay for the voice. That's for the loyal viewers we got, and I appreciate all of you for doing that. But most people who are looking for videos, like they're not looking to be like, oh, this guy has got a good voice. Like some people are, but they're just looking to hear what the video is. And unless their voice is like extremely obnoxious, they're gonna watch it. Like there's so many videos where I almost turned it off because the voice was bad, but I was like, I can listen to it. It's not terrible. It's just when people pronounce things like wrong all the time. Like you could do it here and there, like I don't care, but like when you pronounce like almost every sentence, like there's a word in there that you pronounce wrong, like you gotta pay more attention to that, bro. I don't think she's coming back from the store. Yeah, probably not, but who cares? She could stay there. Find another husband. I don't want her. Your videos help me wind down after long days. Thank you. I'm glad I can help you. Hazy Laser says, Per King, know your worth. Yeah, Ozzy's the Per King. PB, best movie to watch while tripping. I'd have to say Come and See. No, I'm kidding. Best movie to watch while tripping. Honestly, when I used to get high, I used to love watching like Clerks and Dazed Confused. Dazed Confused is such like a good stoner movie. It's the best stoner hangout movie. That's what Quentin Tarantino said too. It's like it's the best hangout movie of all time, dude. It is so good. Like nothing happens in the movie. It's like a Seinfeld episode, but it's like 70s teens who just get drunk and high. They're just trying to fuck, but there's like nothing. It's like not an inappropriate movie. Like there's some inappropriate stuff in it. It's rated R, but like most of it you can like watch with the family for real. Like there's some things like especially if you're my mom, she was like whenever there was like even kissing on screen, she'd be like, turn this off. So yeah, definitely stunted my growth. No, I'm kidding. Because I watch porn in the other room. No, but yeah, Dazed Confused is a good high movie, but for tripping, definitely don't watch Hardcore Henry. That's not a good one. There's not really any good tripping movie. Like there's trippy movies already. You kind of don't even need psychedelics for. But I think if you're gonna be tripping, you gotta watch like a funny movie. You know, you don't want to like watch The Shining or a fucking Martyrs while you're tripping. Like that's not a good idea. Or Synecdoche, New York. If you guys ever seen that, that movie is fucked up, bro. I shout out YMS for doing a 6-part video on it because I watched that whole thing. I'm like, okay, I gotta watch this movie. And it is. I've only seen it once. But that movie, like, I felt so connected to Philip Seymour Hoffman's character. Like, I felt like that was me in it. Like, I told when I first got my new therapist, I told him about that. He didn't watch it, I don't think, because he didn't bring it up again. But I said, if you want to you want to look into the psyche of my brain, watch that movie, and you'll see what I'm talking about. That guy, like, everything that happens in that movie, like, metaphorical or whatever, like, that's like the symbolism and stuff, that is just me. What he thinks, what he says, like he's just like I'm not gonna say I'm a negative, completely negative person, but I do have negative thoughts, and he definitely has some. He's like anxious, worrisome. He's always worried about he's gonna die. Like I don't always worry I'm gonna die, but like it does cross my mind more than I would like. But yeah, you just gotta watch the movie. It's not for the faint of heart. If you're looking to watch a good movie and you want to enjoy yourself, do not watch it. But if you're looking to just watch a movie that will be like that will make you think for a while, watch that movie. That movie made me think for a long time. And there's also a really good soundtrack in it. There's a song called I'm Just a Little Person, or It's Just Little Person, whatever. I love that song, and the poster is amazing. It's and there's a city in New York called Schenectady. There's people like that's not a movie or that it's called Schenectady. No, it's like this movie though. It's called Synecdoche, New York. It's not a real city, you know, but it's just a play off of words, you know. But yeah, I do recommend that movie, but you got to be in the right mindset. It's like tripping. Don't do it if you're not ready. Like yeah, so. But really, to answer that question though, there's really no movie you could watch while tripping. I just recommend watching something funny, like Clerks or something. What other more unknown drug do you plan to cover in your next video? I mean, there's so many. You look up on, like, you could find them anywhere. There's so many websites you read trip reports from. And even when people upload to mine, like, it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes people upload shit. I'm like, oh, damn, I never heard of that one. But doing the BK2CB, some person got mad at me, called me a stupid American for saying BK2CB because it's beta K, because that's the symbol for it. But it's, if you look at the Wikipedia, it says beta K, or also called BK. So that's why I said it. I'm not going to say fucking beta K2CB in the fucking damn video the whole time. I'm going to say BK2CB. So, but yeah, that was very, very interesting to do a video on, but there's so many more. I'm definitely going to do more, but I got to focus on more popular reports because, you know, I recently got mine. Those are always not good at the beginning. Like those don't get a lot of views to start off, but like as the month goes on, the months, like it starts to get up. But like when you first release it, it doesn't get a lot because those are just like the same stories that I read the whole month. So people are gonna be like, well, that's not really a new video. It's a new video, but it's not a new video. So there's not gonna be as many views like an actual, like, let's say I upload a huffing gasoline video. It can always rely on that to get a lot of views. But yeah, when that huffing, the absolute horror of huffing gasoline, I remember last year it was happening like around this time. I just every day I was getting like thousands of subscribers, like 2,000 or 3,000 subscribers, and it just kept going up, and the views were going like I was getting hundreds of thousands. I was like, damn, and the money was just going up, up, and up. That was definitely a very eye-opening and like fucking joyful experience. That's like it felt better than sex, honestly. But yeah, no, I'm gonna cover more, I think. Yeah. Ayo, I can't find the Discord link. Drop in the chat. All right, I guess I can. Well, I don't want to get off this page. I mean, it's on my page. If you go look at it, it's like, you know, I shout out to what the username is. Sorry if I mispronounced it. It's like Nukio Bro or something. I forgot. But they do a good job at moderating the Discord. So shout out them because I don't go on it very often. But when I do, it's like I know it's in good condition because they're taking care of it. So let me just go in the customization tab. Basic info, or is it branding? Nope. Basic info. All right, I'm gonna put this in the chat, and I'll pin it for a while, and then you guys can join if you want to. Let's see, Discord. Yeah. All right, that should work. If it doesn't, I don't know. You're just gonna have to wait till after I finish this. I can just message me. I can send it to you. Um, okay, let's see. Where were we at? I'm doing a lot of questions here. Hey, hello. Hi, Trip Daddy. Hello. What's up, Trip? I've been a big fan of yours for 4 years now. Hey, that was even before I started like fucking going full time at this shit. Well, not full time, but um, yo, what's up? Class of Nukem High is hilarious. I don't think I've ever seen that. House of a Thousand Corpses. Yeah, that's like a different disturbing. That's like I like that movie. I like the theming of it. It's like a very Rob Zombie gets a lot of shit, and like the Halloween movie was not. It was not a John Carpenter movie, and it wasn't supposed to be. He wanted to make his own thing. I don't like that he had a backstory for it, but I think the it was good. It was a good story. Like if it wasn't attached to Halloween, I think that would be a really good movie. It was just very violent and grotesque. And Halloween 2 was terrible, though. I did not like that. I used to like it, but there's one good scene in that movie near the end when Sheriff Brackett finds, who I'm talking about. He finds his person, in the bathroom, and he starts crying. Dude, that was a very emotional scene. But everything else other than that, it's a really terrible movie. But the first remake of Halloween, I like it. I enjoy it. I never turn it off when I put it on. I don't watch it very often. I used to watch a lot when I was a kid. I saw it in theaters when I was 7 years old, or 8. I was 8 by that October of 2007. So, yeah, or was it 2006? I don't remember. But yeah, that movie, I always like that movie. It's hard, but I'm the biggest Halloween fan. No, I'm probably not the biggest Halloween fan, but it's my favorite horror franchise, and I would rank it like top four of that. It goes the original Halloween, Halloween 4, which I really love because it has that Halloween feel to it, Halloween 2, and then probably Halloween 2007. And the newest trilogy, totally fucking butchered the whole thing. There's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen. The first movie ruined it, but once I got to the second and third movie, I kind of like enjoyed it because of how stupid it was. I knew it wasn't going to be good, so I just sat there and enjoyed myself. But I'll give the one thing for Halloween Kills is that flashback scene. That was the best scene in the whole trilogy for sure. That was amazing. But once in Halloween 2018, when Dr. Sartain puts on that mask, it like, dude, you lost me. You lost me before that, but at least it was going in a good direction. But you can't really expect Danny McBride to write a horror film because he's just put his stupid comedy in it. Like, I mean, it's not stupid comedy like what that little black kid that was in it for the comedic relief. Like, he was funny, but you shouldn't have been funny at that time. Like, he was like, the babysitter was getting stabbed by Michael, and then he's going up the stairs. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get some help." Like, dude, just don't even put him in the scene for that. Like, you had the toenail clipping scene, and you're just like, "Get your dirty ass toenails off of you" or something, and that was funny. All right, you can use that. I'm okay with it being funny. Like at that time, there's no horror or suspense in that specific moment. But when you have horror and suspense and you insert comedy in there, it's not good, especially if it's like bad. But that's what Scream did so well. I fucking love Scream so much. That's one of my favorite horror movies, one of my favorite movies of all time. They balanced it. They really balanced it well with the comedy and horror. I really think they did the best job at it because it was just amazing. That movie is still a classic to this day. But yeah, no, I fucking hate that trilogy. Um, if you're tripping, you gotta watch like Planet Earth or something. Yeah, that's honestly probably a good idea. You're watching animals, except unless they're like eating each other, then that's not a good idea. Best stoner movie is anything with cool visuals like Inception and or Paprika. That is true. What about Train Spotting while high on dope? Well, you'd be kind of like breaking the fourth wall a little bit there. My plug told me not to watch while tripping. No, I mean, I wouldn't. I don't watch movies while tripping. But like, if you're high, yeah, like watch a good movie. Hobo with a Shotgun. I remember I saw that. I got that at the library when I was like, I don't know how old I was. I saw it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch this. Yeah, I don't really remember what happened in the movie, but I know that I liked it. Um, my homies put on Glass when we were shrooming. The fucking what's the fucking guy's name? Uh, M Night Shyamalan. Yeah, he made that. That was I never seen that. I'm not a big fan of him. He's got like two good movies, but other ones are just like, dude, The Visit was terrible. Why do people trip on weed? I don't think it's their fault. The best stories are the stimulant psychosis ones. Yeah, I think any just in general psychosis ones because the psychosis are very like, I mean, it's not similar because there's definitely different drugs that cause different effects, but the psychosis ones are definitely the best. Your second channel videos too, like when that one when you're when some gabapentin or something and died laughing at a typo, laughing historically. I laughed for like 5 minutes nonstop. Eliminate. Yeah, I was on Phenibut that day, dude. I was, oh my god, I was geeked out of my mind, bro. Oh my god, yeah. But I'm not doing Phenibut anymore. I got fucking, it screwed me over and I'm not taking it. So I don't, but that time was like the first time it's been good in a while. But yeah, that was funny, laughing historically. I couldn't believe that was real. I was like, did they really say that? But yeah, that was funny. The alcohol psychosis ones actually scare me. Yeah, they're fucking terrifying because it's like a socially acceptable drug. Everyone does it and people are getting psychosis. Turn this into a gasoline brand tier list channel. Yeah, I should. Sunoco D tier, Speedway S tier. Thank you. You're welcome. Try all the flavors of gas. Your deterrent trip reports are like angels cuddling me to sleep. Funny that you say angels trumpets. Hell yeah, they're putting you to sleep. And also, you speak of Datura, I did get 2 shout outs. Well, one of them was like a half shout out, not a shout out at all. But if you guys know Meat Canyon, Papa Meat, he did a video yesterday or 2 days ago. And he used my video while he was talking about Datura. Like it wasn't like they didn't use me talking or anything, but it was that old background I used to use before the one that I have now with the paint and shit that are like that. So I thought that was really cool that he put me in there. So messaged you. And then like an hour later, someone else messaged me something about a person who did a Datura iceberg or something, or like I don't know. I think it was Datura iceberg or it was Delirians, but he shouted out my channel. So shout out them. That's cool that you guys shouted me out. That was very, very nice. Especially Papa Meat. I mean, he's probably got an editor that puts that in and finds it. So I don't know if he watches it, but he's one of my favorite creators. He's very good at animation. So yeah. Yeah, Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects are awesome. I kind of like Lords of Salem too. It's just really weird. I think that's kind of like Halloween 2. I'd rather watch Lords of Salem though, but it just made me feel dirty after watching that. But A Thousand Corpses is like, it's still a kind of funny movie, and Devil's Rejects is just overall a good movie. I don't see what does it have on IMDb, because it deserves, I think it has like a 6.7 or something, but it deserves a better score. Okay, yeah, exactly, 6.7. But you can't listen to Rotten Tomatoes nowadays. It says 54%. Rotten Tomatoes lost their credibility a while ago. But IMDb is what I go by. If it has a good rating, I'm going to watch it. But 6.7 is, I mean, I guess it's a good score for a Rob Zombie movie, but it's at least a 7.5 movie, at least. I mean, I would give it an 8 or 9 out of 10, but, like, you got to be realistic with these things, Wrong Turn is Heat. Yeah, after like the first one, I don't know. The first one was actually like a pretty well made movie, but after that, it just got really, really weird. I don't think I've seen the third one, but I've seen 2, 4, 5, and 6. They did 6, yeah, because there's those lesbians in that last movie, I think, where they're like in the snow and shit. That was pretty fucking hot. Hell yeah, I agree with Halloween 4 at second place. Yeah, Halloween 4 it's either loved or hated by people, but when it's loved, it's like it. I used to watch that a lot when I was a kid. That was my favorite Halloween movie as a kid, because I was actually like really scared of the original, so I didn't watch that one as much. But Halloween 4, like I wasn't. It was scary to me. Like Michael, it's just, and people hate The Mask, which The Mask is not good, but I've grown to like it because it's just so unique. But it's not really scary. But when he first escapes and he's in that like bandage shit, dude, that was fucking scary. The mechanic comes out from under the fucking car and he kills him. Oh my god, dude, he should have been like that movie, and then maybe found the old mask. Like that would have been perfect. They had enough time to make Halloween 4, and then it goes to Halloween 5, which completely ruined the franchise. Halloween 5, I fucking hate Halloween 5. I used to watch Halloween 5 and I enjoyed it because it still has a Halloween feel to it, but everything is so wrong, and they set up Halloween 6 to fail. Like I hate, like Halloween 6 is one of my least favorite Halloween movies, but I feel bad for the production team. They shouldn't have made it after Halloween 5. Like they should have been done with 5 because they did some stupid shit. But they made Michael still alive at the end, like sitting in the jail cell, and he's like, all right, I'm twiddling my thumbs. Shout out Dave McRae. He did a funny impersonation of it. He's a good Halloween YouTuber, but yeah, no, that completely ruined the franchise. American Werewolf in London is an awesome movie, one of my top 10s. I still need to see that, so yeah, I need to watch. I know it's a good movie. You still on Lexapro? Do you trip on it? Oh yeah, I trip on it all the time. My life is a fucking trip. No, yeah, Lexapro is working very well for me. It's not causing me any problems yet. Scream 4 is sick too. Yeah, I like Scream 4. I like my ranking for I still haven't seen 5 or 6. I don't know why I haven't seen them yet, but I heard they're pretty good. But it goes Scream 1, Scream 4, Scream 2, and then Scream 3. I really did not like Scream 3 at all. That was always my least favorite one. I thought it was really boring. What would Ozzy's sibling be named? I don't know. I might have to rhyme with it. He's Oinky now. I call him Oinky, but for the channel he's Ozzy. But like, yeah, he's an oinkster. So we'd probably call him like Pointy or Fluffy Floof or something. Some cute name. I want it because Ozzy, that was his name that the shelter, the Humane Society, gave it. So I was like, that's a good name. And there's actually a lot of cats named Ozzy that I found, but I just thought it was really unique. And I mean, I love Black Sabbath, so it was just perfect name for him. So yeah. I didn't know people can go into psychosis on alcohol until I heard that one story. Oh yeah, that's possible. Dude, you could probably go into psychosis from fucking food. What's your favorite psychedelic? My favorite psychedelic now, it has to be, I mean, it could be shrooms, but 2CB was just so fun that I probably would do that. But I don't recommend doing anything synthetic. So, but I luckily had a good time on it. I don't know, maybe the next time will be a bad time, but I'm not going to do it for a while because I think my tolerance went up and that ruined I didn't experience it as much as the 23 milligrams because the 23 I was like bamboozled, but with the 30 I fell asleep after I took it, but then I woke up and I was being nostalgic and watching the Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island, and I guess watching that movie didn't make me notice I was tripping because after I started seeing the visuals, but it wasn't as strong as when I first did the 23. Yeah. So happy you're streaming again. Yeah, I am happy too. It feels good. We got a good loyal amount we got 48 people in here. We're not gonna get 100 tonight. Thursday is a bad day for YouTube. Like there's not a lot of people. That's why uploading the compilation is a good day to do it because not a lot of people are gonna watch it to begin with. So my next video, I think I'm gonna be uploading tomorrow or Saturday. I haven't really been uploading on Sunday in a while, but I got my long weekend, so I should make a video. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hey, leave in the chat what stories you want me to do. I'm not gonna do Datura or I'm not gonna do Benadryl for a while. I have to be careful because that's why my channel got terminated in the first place, and I got to be careful with Salvia because that's another one they pointed out. I don't know if they were just doing that just to show me like, oh, they picked up 2 random videos, but Benadryl is a very sensitive topic, so I want to cover. That's like one of my favorite trip reports to read on, but I just can't. I gotta be safe. And then I actually had this sponsorship company talk to me, 3CHI or whatever it's called. They'd sell Delta 8 and Delta 9. And I agreed to it at first. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll advertise for you. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, I got accused of selling drugs on here and I got terminated for that, at least part of the reason. So if I have a sponsorship for even Delta 8, even though it's not like it's legal everywhere, it's people buy at head shops, like I just want to be careful. I don't want to risk anything. Like I don't even know if I want to sell a fucking energy drink. I just got to be careful with it. So yeah, and then with the live streams on, if I had the camera on, they saw me drinking a beer, like I don't know how that would go. Currently not drinking a beer, by the way, because everything can see it as like you're promoting something when, oh god, see they don't care about context, like I make all these videos. It scares people away from certain substances. Like I'm not trying to scare anyone away from like the good ones, but like the bad ones like Datura and Benadryl and fentanyl. I want to etch that in your head that you should not do that. And they'll make videos on that and people see that, and then there's like a small amount of people that are like, well, that's scary, but it sounds fun, and then they do it, and then YouTube just sees that part of it. They don't see the amount of people that didn't take it because of my videos. And like I said, I'm not trying to scare you or anything. I'm trying to scare you with the very hard substances. But like a shroom story, that's why I don't like really doing shrooms or acid stories or weed stories, because everyone knows like it's a popular thing. Like they're not, I don't think those are as bad. Clearly, like the shrooms I think are pretty safe to take if you're in a controlled environment and it's natural. Not saying natural means it's safe, but shrooms are just like, I mean, it's becoming legal in places. You can microdose, you can buy microdoses and shit, like order online now. Like, so it's becoming more accepted. It's just the drugs that are more people see as like a dangerous drug, like a benzo or something, like, and people, people were to happen to try it after me making a whole video about Xanax psychosis, saying like, oh, this happened, blah, blah, blah. And they still do it. That's the part that YouTube sees, I think. I really don't even know if that was them or it was just the AI all all the whole time, but like, yeah, you just gotta be careful because they see it. They don't care about context. Same with Facebook. They and Instagram. They see that you're making a meme or a joke about certain substances, and they're like, oh, you're promoting it, you're selling it. It's like, dude, no. And there's not gonna be a real person that looks at it either, because why would they have a real person on Instagram? You know, it's just like there's so many fucking millions, billions, maybe not billions of users, but we got like hundreds of millions of users. And like, there's not, if there's people working for that, like other than actually at the company, then, you know, they would have probably the worst job ever, because there's always a lot of problems with Instagram and just other social media apps. But yeah, so with the sponsorship though, I had to tell them, I'm sorry, look, I want to do it, but I just got to be careful, especially now that I got my channel back and it was terminated, and that was one of the reasons why they said it was. I am not going to promote anything even close to that. If you know, if I have like that Stoner Where's Waldo book that they asked me to sponsor, I'm going to do that, because that was actually a really good fit with it. But yeah, I get a lot of sponsorship emails, but it's mostly for things that I don't want to sponsor, and not even just drug things. It's like I had a Clash of Clans shit. Like, I'm not going to advertise Clash of Clans on my fucking Tales from the Trip channel. Like, why the fuck would I do that? That's so, people who do that, I don't know, man. That's clearly, they're just in it for the money. Like, the money is a great thing. It's an added effect that makes me want to do it. Like, it's like the cherry on top. But like, I don't want it to the point where I'm going to promote Clash of Clans. Like, why would I don't like that game. I never played it. I don't care. I don't like, it's just annoying. You're like, you talk about something, and the next thing you know, there's an ad for Clash of Clans or something. Unless you're first starting off and you're like, oh, I got a sponsorship, I only have a couple thousand subscribers, then that makes sense. But like a channel that's built up like this one, that's been for years now, I'm not going to promote that. And, other things like, yeah, I mean, you see stupid ads for everything. A VPN might be cool. I never got asked to do a VPN, but, cause that's actually useful. But yeah, no, a game or something like that. Factor asked me to do it, which I wanted to, but then they made me go through this whole process of doing it. I'm like, why the fuck do I have to fill this out when you're the one who asked me to do it? So I said, fuck that. But yeah. All right. I talked a long time, bro. I hope you're enjoying this, guys. 42 people watching. Shout out that. Did I watch The Human Centipede? Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is going to be very delayed because I'm talking a really long time. I'm trying to get through this faster. Yes, I did watch The Human Centipede, one of my favorite grotesque movies. I've tried watching other Trip Report channels, but yours is the best. Your voice is the best. It did change a bit. It is deeper in the later videos. Is it partially sound effects? Anyway, thanks. Secret, I actually... what I do with my audio, there's a bass and treble option on Audacity. I do that. And then I do the different audio levels, and then like people would be struggling to have to turn the volume up and then down for the next story, and it was just a doozy. So now it's like every video is the same with the audio. And then when I change in the video editor, I put it to the certain amount, because it makes it really loud in VideoPad, dude. It goes like extremely loud. So I got to put it to like 42 out of 100, because it's insane how loud it gets. And it's funny when I forget that I raised the decibels. I amplified it on the side so I can hear like the background noise and shit. So I make sure I get everything out, and then I'll export it, and then the audio is just like distorted, like whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm like, holy shit. And then yeah, so but the Secret I do now, it doesn't really make that big of a difference, but there's a slight difference. When I'm not reading slow as I want to, I do the change speed effect, and I do the -1. That's the lowest or the to it, and it's just like more. It's nice to hear the words, because if you're reading like this fast, like blah, 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 you're not going to enjoy the story. You got to be immersed into it. I'm not, it's not about getting the stuff out. It's not about fucking, reading, getting out, make sure you're getting done. It's the fact you want to make a good quality video, and you're not going to fall asleep if I'm reading it like, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's not going to happen. You're like, you didn't follow this channel for me to do that, So when, if you're, it makes it a lot more soothing. But like I said, it's not that big of a difference, but there is a tiny difference there. You said you work for the post office. Any super sketchy packages come through you thought had drugs in them? Oh yeah, of course. Yes. Mowing the motherfucking lawn off Kratom and the cart. Hell yeah. You seen any Wes Anderson movies? Yes, I've seen a couple, and my most recent one I saw was Asteroid City. That was okay. I didn't really like that. 15. Go check that video out on my second channel, Top 50 Greatest Films of All Time. But yeah, no, that movie was just completely weird. And then when Scarlett Johansson's boob showed up, though, I'm like, this is a PG-13 movie, bro. Like, what the fuck? But that alien scene in the middle, that was the best scene in the whole movie. That got me laughing. But everything else, like, I mean, he had his like, that's like it that's for pure Wes Anderson fans. Like that, you're not gonna like. I showed my friend who's never seen a Wes Anderson movie, and he didn't like it. Like he thought it was okay, but he didn't like it. I could tell, and I didn't really like it either. And I brought alcohol into the movie theater, and I still didn't really like it. So, better be hydrated. Yeah, I got some water right here. Can you drink a good amount of alcohol and Lexapro? My doc prescribed me Lexapro and Buspirone as an add-on. You can, but it does, like, don't do it often because it does make you more drunk. That sounds like a good thing to happen, but like it can be very dangerous, like especially if you're drinking liquor, like that causes a problem. Like when I drink beers, I know where like if I drink a lot, I'm gonna start being like a little full or bloated, so I'm not gonna drink anymore. But with liquor, you're getting like 2 shots. If you're getting like a double shot drink, like the MGM Northfield Casino in Ohio, dude, I used to get when I used to drink a lot. When I went there, I got the fucking what did I get? Fucking it's a tequila. Don Julio Silver, whatever it's called, was the clear one, and I got Sprite. Dude, it literally tasted like they just like sprayed Sprite in it, and the rest was tequila. But I like the taste of that tequila, so it was, I didn't mind it. But man, that shit got me fucking drunk. And if you're doing that, do not drink on Lexapro because you might die. Like, I'm not even joking. I actually can't watch it live because I have work tomorrow, but I just wanted to say that I adore your channel. I've been watching you for a really long time, and my insomnia appreciates you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, I don't know about the Buspirone. I got that prescribed to me, but it just made me fall asleep, so I'm like, I don't know. No, I can't let you in. I'm sorry, because this is for the live. It's just got to be me. Morning Glory is a great beginner psychedelic, but you need to get the seeds without the pesticides. Yeah, you need to clean them first because they cause nausea, but it is a very light psychedelic. It's just that you gotta eat a lot, but honestly, maybe just put them in capsules. Oh boy, haloperidol. Yeah, that's some dangerous shit. Let's see. You should do a sleep deprivation or mixed substance horror stories. There's a couple mixed substance horror stories. I've been wanting to do a sleep deprivation. I got that recommended when I first started coming back on it and doing it. But like, I also got to worry about the views. Like right now, the views are not high. I think it's just like because school is ending, and it's usually when the summer starts, there's not as many people, but it goes back up when they go back into school. Like I definitely notice a difference. And I'm not trying to do something to the crowd, I get ads for 3 Chi on plenty of videos that don't have anything to do for drugs. I think you'll be fine. It's a completely legal market. Yeah, I know, but I just don't want to risk it. I know I could probably get away with it, but I don't want that to happen because I'm already lucky that I got it back in the first place. And if they see that, like, oh, Delta 8, Delta 9, what the fuck? I wish there were more deter reports, even the ones that a lot of them are fake. It's poison, but it takes you somewhere else. They seem so like outlandish that they're fake, but yeah, no, I probably accidentally read a couple fake ones, but mostly I try to find legit ones. But I can't help it when if there is a fake one and they wrote it really well, like that's not my fault. It looked like a good trip report, but yeah, so that's why honestly when there's misspellings and shit and the grammar's terrible, it would make more sense. So when it's spelled wrong and shit, hey, that's the most real trip report you'll get. How do you tell if a story is fake or satire? Like, you can easily tell when someone writes something that's like, there's this one mushroom story. I think I still read it on the channel, but I warned people that it might be fake. It was like this guy fucked a cat, and there's other things in it, and it just didn't seem like anything was real in that. But you can usually tell. Like, there's a lot of like, the realest stories are the negative ones because they're very real and they're very scary. So yeah. What about Clash Royale? Yeah, no, I wouldn't promote that either. What's good, bro? What's good? Those games are money harvesters. Yep. King of Yap. Yeah, I'm yapping right now. Have you heard of Terran Aprofen? It was a nerve agent antidote on Delirium tier list. I might have did it for that. But Terran Flurble. Oh, yeah, I did it. Flurazan. Yeah, I think that was part of it. I don't know if that's the same thing, but yeah, I've definitely at least made the tier list on it. So yeah. Imagine if there was 100 views in here. Yeah, can we get up to 100? Share it with your people. Make sure, let everyone know. Like, hey, bro, your voice is sexy. Thank you. Thank you very much. You should make bass boosted stories. Yeah, that would be something. I just like it. Not even for April Fools. Just do that for the rest of my time here on YouTube. I just make videos that are completely annoying and terrible. Hello. People saying hi to me. It's funny when people send me DMs where they just say like yo or hi. Like, I want to respond to that, but like, say something else instead. Because I get like there's so many message requests. Like there people actually have good questions sometimes, but then most of it is just like where to submit a trip report, stuff like that. But it's like it's on the Instagram. It's everywhere. Just you can look for it. But like, so sometimes I put that off, and then I'm like, all right, I'll respond after like 5 days. But yeah, no, I used to not get as many when I first started, but now it's like getting overwhelming. So if I don't respond to you, don't take it personally because I am trying. All right, where the fuck was I? Know you like basketball, but what's your college team? I'm honestly not a big college fan. Like I'm not, so I don't even watch March Madness anymore. But I just usually root for the team that's in 16th place or whatever. You ever been binge drinking? I just cannot stop after first beer, so it feels like I'm better off drinking non-alcoholic. There's been periods where I drank like multiple days. Like when I first became 21, I bought like a bottle of whiskey a week, and I was just going through it every night. And going to work, dude, I felt like shit. But when I got home, since I felt like shit, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna drink more. But yeah, that's why I don't buy liquor anymore. Liquor is just way too strong. Cámara excunosil wacha la cara nunca. Yeah, I don't know what you said, but hey, wonder if that was like something incriminating. Okay, let me look it up. It better not be something. If it is, don't mind me. That didn't go all the way. What the fuck? Well, whatever. I'm not going to look it up. My last night got F for absolutely no reason. I may quit drinking. Yeah, quitting drinking is definitely a good start. Are we at the bottom now? Some people have a liver problem where their bodies crave more alcohol due to the way it's processed into acetone. So, yeah, stick to the non-alcoholic drinks. Yeah, I mean, hey, working, like, when I remember when I first started taking the Lexapro again, like I felt better, but that was honestly probably just the placebo effect because it takes a while for it to like fully kick into your system. You got to take it for weeks and months for it to be like, all right, now it's effective. But when you first take it, nothing will beat the first day I took Prozac, my first antidepressant I ever took, and I felt so weird, and so it's a tough thing. It's hard to find an antidepressant. Like people are against big pharma and they say you shouldn't get antidepressants, but I think if it works for you, you should do it. It's a good idea to like get help because back when I got off the Zoloft and I was helping me, but it was fucked up my reading. It made my reading terrible. Of it safely, like for like 3 to 4 weeks, I did like a quarter or like a half of it. I started off with the full dosage and I went half and then I went to a quarter and I got off of it. And I was fine. I didn't have any withdrawals or anything. But of course, if you're taking it for like years, you got to be more careful and it has to take longer. But yeah, it's not every antidepressant medication will work for you. There's a lot that are built for specific people. And I think I was told that there are websites or something you can do where you can like, or like you send it in like an ancestry, you send in your spit or something, whatever, I don't know, but they send it to a lab and they look at what antidepressant would mesh well with you, and you could do that. I don't know where you can do that, like you can look it up yourself, but like that's what I was told by my psychiatrist, and I thought that was actually a good idea. But since the Lexapro worked when she prescribed it, I'm like, I don't have to, I guess. And I'm up to 15 milligrams now because I have OCD. If you guys didn't know that, I don't know if I've said that on here yet, but I just found out about that a couple weeks ago. I felt like I had it. I had a lot of symptoms, but I actually went with the therapist and psychiatrist. I told them what happens to me on a daily basis, what I do, and how, like, if I don't do these things, I will feel like I'm like worrying and something bad will happen to me. And they were like, oh yeah, you got it. So yeah, they raised it to 15 milligrams, and it's definitely slowed down a little bit, but it's still there. Like it's OCD is probably the main cause of my anxiety and depression, because that shit, like, that can restrict you from a lot of stuff. Like you want to do normal things and you just can't do it. Like you can't just worry about every little single thing in this planet. Like you just got to go with the flow. But like that's my problem. I worry, and that's the OCD, dude. So yeah. You should do the same as Let's Read and T6 by adding a sound cue between stories. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but I just do the 10-second interval. You guys know, it's because the biggest second interval between, in the story, it's like 2 seconds long at the most, but it's usually like a minute or a second and a half. But yeah, I do that at the end. I think it's a good way to end, because I feel like if you do it after every single story, it's gonna get like repetitive. So I save it for the end, and yeah. My depression is severe and resistant enough that I'm gonna seek out ECT soon. Hey man, it's a tough world out there, dude. Like depression is no joke, especially nowadays. I think everyone probably has it. Some people don't want to admit, like, hey mom, I'm depressed, I feel anxious. She just like brushes it off, because that's not how she grew up with, because my grandpa and grandma, they were not like that. And back in the day, like, I guess I can't blame them, because they saw that shit. Like you had to handle your own emotions, which you tried to, but life also wasn't as, like, with social media and everything, that's a big gram or wherever, and they're like, you see these beautiful women and these handsome men, they're all muscular, or they got like a nice boobs or a nice butt or both, and they just look so beautiful. But they could be, there's a lot of naturally good looking people, but then there's also ones that get plastic surgeries. They use a lot of filters. Even the good looking people use filters, and like, you just can't base it off that. Like, you just got to live with the fact that there are beautiful people on this planet, but there are other people who pretend to be beautiful when they shouldn't be. They should just be themselves. And they, well, I'm not saying people aren't beautiful, but I'm just saying, like, when you're trying to, when these people who are like naturally beautiful are showing it off on Instagram, like, people want to imitate that. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're not being yourself, and that makes you, very depressed and anxious, because you want to be that person. But if you were born, you just got to live in what body you were given. You just gotta figure it out. You gotta figure out. You can't worry about beauty standards, because she looks like an average person. Of course there are some good looking people. That's gonna happen. Like, there's good looking people, they got lucky, but they may also have some other problems that they don't talk about. But I'm sure life is a little bit easier, except getting sexually harassed or assaulted or something. That's definitely worse. But that's, there's a lot of sacrifices you got to give when you're a human being. Like, life is hard for every single person, but harder for some, less hard for others. I take Lexapro and mirtazapine, LMAO, recovering headache gang. Hell yeah, bro. Hey man, I listen to your videos daily. Keep doing God's work. Oh hell yeah, we doing God's work, baby. Love your videos. Thank you. Valid. Could you add chapters to the videos so you know when they end and start? See, the thing is, I asked YouTube, because they got rid of that feature for me, and it just won't come back. I used to have them, and then one day they just disappeared. But if you go in the description box, you'll see the timestamps are still in the video, which is stupid. It pisses me off, because I take time to actually like put the timestamps in there. It just, I've tried everything to get it fixed, but I don't know. I don't know if it's like something to do with my channel being, getting a strike or something or whatever. But like, it happened before the termination too. So, but yeah, it just, they're there. They're just not in the video. They're in the description box. If you just go look at it, you can see I put the timestamps for it. So yeah, don't worry about that. Have you tried AI to generate trip reports? I mean, you could title them, I just need more tales from the trip videos. I did one AI trip report on my second channel. I asked it to do doing DMT while spelunking, or spelunking is cave diving. So cave diving is like one of the scariest fucking things on the planet to do. I still don't understand how that's a hobby for people. But yeah, no, that shit freaks me the fuck out. But being on DMT in there, like, oh my God, that would be insane. Like, the water's rising, your head is barely over the water, and you're gonna drown. Like, fuck that. I'm not gonna get in a fucking cave if I don't have to. I do want to try skydiving at some point, but like, the safest thing you could do is stay at home. Just getting in your car to go down the street can kill you. So you just got to be careful. You can't like worry about that stuff. But spelunking and cave diving, like, I'm not a claustrophobic person, but just the thought of getting stuck in there, that would hurt. And I'm just thinking of the John Jones incident where the guy got stuck upside down for like a whole day. That's one of the scariest stories ever. It's a true story, and shout out Horror Stories, actual name Horror Stories. That's their channel name. I don't think they make videos anymore, but that's where I first heard of it. That's where I first heard a lot of stories that they did, and that video freaked me the fuck out. I got so much goosebumps from that video. He reads it so well. He's a very great narrator. But yeah, no, that video was insanity, bro. Oh, that's so scary. And they actually made a movie on it, but it wasn't bad. Like it wasn't scary or anything. Like if I were to make a movie on that, which I've wanted to, I wrote it down like my movie ideas list. I would make it terrifying. Because being stuck upside down is not supposed to be like a happy family. Like they had the families talking to him, like talking through the rocks. I forgot what it was, but like he was just happy, like I'm gonna be okay. And maybe if that's what he was even saying in the actual real cave. But like, if there's a movie about being stuck upside down in a cave, like you do not want to make it where it's like you want to be scared because you're watching it to be scared, and like you just want to. You want to experience that when you don't end up scared from a cave diving movie that ends with the person dying from being stuck upside down the whole time. Like, I don't know, you did it wrong. It wasn't a bad movie. It just wasn't scary at all. I don't even think they were trying to be scary with it. OCD is annoying. Last year, I finally found a great SSRI, paroxetine. That's Paxil, right? I think. Turns out that it helps my social anxiety even more than OCD, and it totally changed me for the better. I can socialize freely. That's very good. See, yeah, I'm not going to be against, antidepressants, but I am not going to deny that people can have terrible reactions. And hey, we can make a video about duloxetine ruin this man's life forever. That could happen. But it could be one man's trash is another man's social anxiety gift, Estrogen is the bane of my existence, isn't it? Remember when you took a Kratom sponsorship and then were deleting every comment calling you out for it? Yes, I do. I've spoke about that a couple times on the second channel. I've apologized. That was when I was first starting on my YouTube, and I was like, ooh, a sponsorship. And they were paying me a good amount of money, but I don't have that video up anymore. The only reason I would have deleted it, but they kept emailing me saying, where is the video? Because I kept privating. Because like they're like, dude, where is, I mean, I don't blame them for asking me that, but my mom just texted me. I asked her to not walk with the dirty shoes in my house, and she's getting mad at me for asking her to do that. Like, all I'm asking you to do is switch into different fucking shoes, whatever. But yeah, no, they kept emailing me, so I kept it up, but now they're gone. I mean, it's been a while, so yeah, I took full accountability for that. I was not the biggest, I didn't really know too much about Kratom at the time. I just knew it was, I had a good time on it when I did do it. But no, yeah, I don't recommend that shit. But yeah, no, I felt bad. Because people were becoming really upset, and I just didn't want to have a bad look for the channel. But yeah, no, it's not up there anymore. I mean, it's still there, but it's privated, so I'm not going to show it. It's just there's no point in doing that now. But yeah, no, I do apologize for that if anyone was affected by that. I was a new YouTuber and I wanted money. I just got a speeding ticket at that time, and they were paying me the exact amount for the speeding ticket. I'm like, okay, well, this works out perfectly. So, and I liked Kratom at the time, so I'm like, this isn't going to be bad. But then you forget that you're a harm reduction channel and that you shouldn't be promoting that shit. But what are you going to do? But yeah. I was against the AI comment until I realized it was for the good of the channel. Yeah, it'll be on the second channel mostly if I were to do another one. But yeah, never realized it's written in the description. Haha, have a great rest of the stream. Yeah, no, I put a lot of information in there. The Trip Keeper, when are you going to do another worst drug combos on the second channel? I'll probably have to do it eventually, but I also got to do a Fright channel for cave stuff. I think I've seen them before. I think Horror Story just came back. Ooh, I'll have to go check that out because he always has. Dude, he had the best videos, dude. That one, even his short videos, like I hate when people make videos that are like 7 minutes long. But like this one was like a couple minutes where a Baltimore mayor or the Maryland governor or something, she fell into a sewage like thing, and she was drowning in poop. Like, oh my God, that sounds like one of the worst deaths possible. Not only are you drowning, but you're drowning in stank. Like, dude, that is a horrible death, and that freaked me out. And then also when he did the Byford dolphin experiment, or Byford Dolphin, whatever it was called, whatever they named it, incident. I don't know what it was called. But yeah, that freaked me out. But honestly, that doesn't scare me as much as the cave diving, because when they got compressed like that, their whole body just exploded. Like that had to be a pretty quick death. You know, I would take that over fucking going upside down in a cave or drowning or anything like that. But it is still scary to think about that your life can be gone in an instant like that. But if it's over quick, you won't even know. But then your family won't see your body. Like if you like, you can get cremated, I guess, with some of your body parts that you had there. But it's terrifying. I'm not gonna deny it. But like if I had to choose out of like drowning in poop, dying upside down in a cave, or getting compressed to the point where I explode, I'm going to take the compression. My beer is getting warm. But... All right, I'm going to do a poll. I'm going to say what would be the worst way to die? And I'm going to ask that question. All right. Let me do this here. What is the worst way to die? Hanging. See, this is when it'd be good to have someone to enter this for me. In a cave. Oops. Drowning in poop, or being compressed to pressed in an instant. All right, if you guys were here, you know what I was talking about. I mean, I described it all, so you guys know. But there's only a certain amount of characters you can add into the fucking thing. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? Let's see here. Where was I at? Okay. Yeah, you could do horror stories too, much better than Dr. Holler, whatever the channel name is. Your voice would be better. I do not know who that is, but hey, give them, you know, people try, okay? They're trying. Don't, you know, there's some people just don't have it, like they can't do it, but like I feel like, you know, I've gotten confirmation that I've got it. So yeah, like it's you know, some people just can't do it, but like, you know, if they're trying, you got to give them props, but you just got to like, you know, cheer them on. Because there's this one YouTuber, I got him, Connor's Curiosities. He does really good iceberg videos, and I found him before 1,000 subscribers. I was commenting, and you know, when you have someone with a verified check mark or over 100,000 subscribers commenting on your video where you have like 500 subscribers, that's going to be a good motivation. And that's why I like to help out people if I see, like, because I like it when people did it to me, like when Shrouded Hand commented on my videos, and then he eventually got in my one Salvia video. Like I felt amazing for that. It just feels good when a higher YouTuber is giving you credit. You know, it's because they're just a normal person like you. But when you're first starting off, you see these people as like, you know, celebrities, but it's not the case. But that's how they see it. And then I also got him to the Discord that where all these YouTubers are in, and that really helped him out. He's doing really good. I don't know how many subscribers he has now. I haven't really watched an iceberg video in a while. But yeah, go if you like iceberg videos. He does them. Honestly, the best. He started off good. You know, got to give him tips, but I wonder if he's even watching this right now. He's probably not, but let's see here. Yeah, he's got 20,000 subscribers, dude. Yeah, he's going. Like he's growing methodically, and I hope I helped him out with, you know, letting him go into the YouTube Discord, because I remember I got added into it, or I was invited, and yeah, just seeing all those other YouTubers in it, like Disturbin and T6, Maverick Files, Dire Trip, all those people are in it. Brugly, shout out Brugly, and Fox Akimbo. You know, there's so many. Like they went, I didn't go because I'm not welcome by YouTube, but I can't just go to California, get up and go to California with a job. So yeah. Oh yeah, The Descent. Yeah, that's a good one. I wasn't as big of a fan as everyone says like it is. I thought it was a good movie, but I'm glad I watched it finally. But yeah, it was interesting. It was filmed really weird, like the opening scene where that her husband and kid die. I think, I don't know if her kid died in it, but I think he did. And yeah, just getting in that cave, but the effects were really good. That was really good effects for that movie. Oh no, I gotta pay $46 for my electric. even with SSRIs and benzos sometimes for years, sometimes nothing works. I guess you just need to figure out how to change it. Yeah, sometimes you need to work on yourself and like fix it, without anything. You gotta. It's the pills will help. The antidepressants, the whatever will help you, but you also have a job to do. It's not just gonna be. They're not gonna just fix it. Like, hey, we're pills. We're gonna fix you. Like, yeah. How do I gift you? I don't really want to accept gifts. I appreciate it. I would really love it, but I just like to be private on here. I don't want to like give a couple people no information, but like I don't like want to I didn't want to do the face reveal for that reason, but like I honestly that's okay to do. At least I'm a real person. People accuse me of being fucking AI. I hate that so much. But no, I appreciate you even thinking of doing it. So yeah, I appreciate it. Is kratom good? No, don't take it. Insomnia sucks worse than anxiety. Oh yeah, the insomnia brings on the anxiety. Oh, I guess if you wanted to donate something, you could in this. If you wanted to, like, you could do that. But like, I'm not like an actual physical gift. I would pass on that. But I would really like it. But I don't want to. Yeah. But yeah, I think you could do super chats. I think you do like $1 or something. I don't, whatever you want to do. I'll take it. Any more kratom vids incoming? Wait, does it not? Oh shit, I can't do it. Well, maybe next time we can do it. I thought I would at least get one, so that's why I was confused. Let me go see. Maybe I can change it right now, because that would be nice. I wonder if I'd be getting some, because I'll take a couple $5 here and there. Hey, and then doing this more and more, like fuck yeah, bro. Where would I even do this at? Settings, maybe? Oh, probably in the earn option. Duh, you stupid motherfucker. Supers. Oh yeah, okay, it's not on. All right. Turning it on. Wait, what the fuck? Why is super stickers not going on? Super thanks is on. So yeah, try and refreshing it and see. I just turned it on. It should work unless it's not. It'll update for the next time I stream. But yeah, no. Also, shout out Tom Grassi. He's doing. Last year he traveled America and raised money for St. Jude. He got really popular from there. He was popular before. Like, I've been following him ever since like 2018, but he's gotten really big. And now he's doing international for it, and he raised a lot of money for St. Jude. He's a very good guy. He's a very nice guy. If you guys like football, especially the Packers, like, he's a Packers fan, and yeah, he's just really, he's a good guy. Him and Brandon Perna, they do my favorite show, GPS. Yeah, you should see how much money he gets. Like, dude, I was watching a stream one time, he was getting like $100, and he's getting like 50, 25, and like, dude, I'm like, what the fuck? Can I fucking do that? That's crazy though. Let's see. If I refresh it, will it go? Doop-a-da-boop, doop-a-da-boop, a-da-boop, a-da-boop. Another fucking ad. I gotta go back to the chat. Went off for a little bit there. All right, we're gonna end the poll. Drowning in poop, definitely the worst. Yeah, being compressed and instant, I didn't think that it would be the worst one, but maybe people are afraid of that. So, oh yeah, you can do it now if you really want to. There's an option you can do it. You just got to refresh. If you're still on it, you got to refresh, and you can do it. Like, I'm definitely not going to turn down money. I'll never turn down money. Any more kratom videos coming? Eventually. I just did one like a month or two ago, so yeah, gotta wait a little bit. Being devoured by rabid rats, yeah, that's definitely the fucking worst. Oh, thank you so much. Ooh, I'll thank you so much for the $4.99. Thank you. Yo, I'm first. Yo. Hey, bro, let's go. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Trizzle. Let's go. This is such a nice gift. I appreciate it. Well, I'm not going to ask anyone to do it, but like, if you wanted to, it's available now. I didn't even know it wasn't on. I was like, what the fuck? Guess it just doesn't automatically turn on, but suffocated by styrofoam balls. Ooh. Iceberg lettuce. Oh, yeah. Do you listen to your fellow drug tubers trip reports? I listen to someone that's Noan and Vivek when like the couple. I listen to part of it, but I don't really listen to too much. But I will give them my support. I'll comment and like all their videos every time I get a notification for it. I always like and be there. At least comment something every once in a while. But since I just read them for my YouTube, like it's gonna be hard for me to listen to others. So yeah. Trip Keeper P.O. Box gifts. Yeah, I don't even want to give away a P.O. Box. I don't have one, but yeah. Gonna have people mailing you brownies. Yeah, that's why I don't know if I don't want to take any brownies. Oh, shout out. Thank you so much for the 99 pounds or yeah, right? That's I can't tell right now, but thank you so much. Anything helps, bruh. Anything helps. They finna mail him boofable Datura. Yeah, that would be something, wouldn't it? Just give me some Datura. Let's celebrate their 5th super on a live stream. Oh shit. 5 times? That's crazy. So thank you for the previous times too. Oh shit, thank you so much. I don't know how much that is converted to American money, but thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Hell nah. Yeah, I'd have to say so myself. Hell to the nah, baby. Yeah, like when I do a live stream, I actually prepare it when I don't have 54 people in it. Like this is a lot for not sharing it like 2 hours before even. But like when I plan it out and I can get people notified that they can go on here, I definitely, especially when they first come on, I get a whole bunch of comments that come down, and like it's hard for me to read them all at once, like just today. But yeah, so. To do the super chats, that would help out a lot. At least you guys would go first, out of them. So, you guys get specific treatment. Would you boost 47 amount of happiness? I think I would. Hey, thanks Trizzle again, man. You're giving me so much money, bruh. Shit, I'm about to be able to get some tacos tonight. It's more than $5. Okay, I'll take. I mean, I would have liked it even if it was $1. So I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for that. Hopefully y'all are boofing very carefully. Yeah, you gotta be very careful. Okay, I gotta respond to my mom here really quick. What is she on right now? If you want to be this way, I won't talk to you ever again. I didn't do anything, just normal behavior. This is crazy how you're responding to me. I didn't do anything wrong. I just walk like a normal person does. There was no mess when I left. This is nuts how you're talking to me. I literally sent her the picture of the footprints on the ground and like, oh, thank you, Trizzle again, man. Shit. Just keep on giving me money. I'll take it. Just give me your whole. What's your social security number? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, no, mom is just. Oh God, she is pissing me off right now. She's been doing this for 2 years. I've been asking nicely, put on different shoes when you go outside. Wear specific shoes, and I will not call her live. That's not gonna happen. I told her like she has shoes too. Like she is. Fucking there's some sandals, whatever, like, or socks. Just take off shoes and walk through the house. But when you come in, like there's a rug in there that you wipe your shoes on, but like if just take off your shoes before you get inside, put them on the side, and if that area gets dirty, that's fine, that's understandable. But it was just a huge fucking mess. Like the leave, you should have seen it. I sweeped it up, and she said that's Ozzy's cat hairs. Like, no, it's not, mom. It's not Ozzy's cat hairs. There's some of them are in there. Like I know he gets hairs everywhere, but like this is mostly dirt. Like I don't know. It just pisses me off. And I'm not gonna ask nicely here eventually. I'm gonna have to change the lock and have her not come here because I've asked her very nicely. I'm being nice to her right now. Like I wear sandals in the house, but like if it rains or something, they're wet, I take them off until they dry. But if they're dirty, I don't wear them. But I wear sandals because it. Oh, you're drinking beer. No, yeah, I wear shoes in here if I have to. But like if you went outside and you got dirt, like she likes to garden and she gets like mud all over her and she's walking over in that room, and then it gets into my living room sometimes too. And then she leaves like a beer on the table, and then if she feeds Ozzy, she leaves the fucking wet food on the counter, so I know that she fed him, even though every time she comes over, she feeds him anyway. Just throw it away, bruh. Like, oh my God. But she does like to garden, and she's my mom, so I just have to tell her, just stop, mom. Like, I'm not trying to cause an issue, I'm just asking very nicely because it makes me upset that I have to sweep every time you leave, especially when I'm tired from work. If I had a carpet, hey, listen, that would be a different story. I wouldn't even know. Like I can vacuum easily. But when you have a hardwood floor, this shit piles up and you see it, especially when the sun is coming in. Like it's bad. Um, Let me just send this really quick. When I'm tired, especially when I'm tired from work, I know Ozzy leaves his hairs on the ground, but that was all dirt, and I rarely go outside in the backyard. And when I do, I take off my shoes coming back in. All I'm asking you is to just wear your sandals in the house so it doesn't get dirt in. I'll put a heart. I don't like. She is totally overreacting. I've asked her for 2 years, so I have a right. But like, oh god, she already read it. She was waiting for it. Yeah, I need another strategy. I might message her friend. I might ask her to tell because she is. I might honestly call her after this because it's literally making me very upset. Like today, I'm in a good mood, so I was like happy. I wasn't even like. I was just like, gosh, not this again. But I had time to sweep because I knew I had the live stream at 6. I just had to shower and eat. But yeah, no, I was a little late today for the stream, but just a couple minutes. But I swept that up. That was why I was a little late because I had to sweep that up. And yeah, I mean, I could post the fucking. Is there a way I can add photos in here because that would be funny. But yeah, no, you should have seen the dirt. Like that's after just going outside. Like my house is dirty in some areas, but it's not like it's all in one enclosed place. In the room that goes out to the backyard that she always goes out to and sits on the chairs that she bought herself. She can sit. I'm not telling her that she can't, come here and do what she wants because I'm gone and it's nice that she likes to take care of stuff. But like when she's not like I'm asking her nicely to not just bring in the dirt from outside. Like all I'm asking you to do is put on different shoes to switch. And it's just she won't do that. Like am I crazy? Like am I the bad one? Because I'm asking nicely, but recently like the past 2 times I've been more stern about it, but I'm going to have to tell one of her friends because they might knock some sense into her. Cuz it's starting to really anger me. I'm not going to read that comment about don't drink alcohol. That first part is good, but I'm not going to read the second part because they can definitely clip that. I'm getting... Wait, what does it say? I'm getting kind of baked right now, so this was a perfect timing. Hell yeah. Bakey. Typical OCD. That has nothing to do with OCD, though. My mom is a clean freak, which is why it's like if it was her house and I was doing that, she would be fucking pissed. Yeah, my cat's name is Ozzy like Osbourne. If that's what you guys were talking about. As soon as anyone goes into my house, I'm like, okay, take your shoes off now. There you go, put them right there. Like I'm not even asking her to take her shoes off. I'm just if she gets dirty outside, that's when I'm asking you to switch your shoes. But like I don't care if it's a nice day outside, the ground isn't wet, and she doesn't go outside and she has her shoes on. Like that's perfectly fine. Like there's piles of dirt in the other room, and it's like. It's so annoying. Pave the garden. I actually have stones in the back, but I think it's I don't know. It's just pissing me off, dude. All right, we're running out of questions here. Let's ask some more questions. I'd like to answer some if you guys want to. I think I'm just getting angry from my mom right now. It's just the fact that her not wanting to put on different shoes is bothering me. Do you need a separate indoor shoes and outdoor shoes? That's what I'm asking her to do, because she can go outside. You know, she doesn't have to tie her shoes. She can just put them on and walk out there. You know, she's out there for a long time, so it's not like she's just going in and out all the time. But she's like, goes out there, and then just when you come back in, she has sandals there. Take off your shoes, put on the sandals. That's all. Like, that's literally all I'm asking her to do. And she's telling me, now she messaged me saying, don't talk to me ever again. Like, I've been a mess. Yeah. Have you ever watched the movie Walking Life? Top tier movie to watch on a come down. No, or Waking Life. Let me look it up. I don't think I've seen it. Fantasy thriller. Ooh, I do like fantasy. Oh, is this an anime? Looks like a good movie. An unnamed young man lives an ethereal existence that lacks transitions between everyday events and eventually progresses toward an existential crisis. That sounds exactly like me. Oh. He observes quietly but later participates actively in philosophical discussions involving other characters, ranging from quirky scholars and artists to everyday restaurant goers and friends, about such issues as metaphysics, free will, social philosophy, and the meaning of life. It definitely sounds like a good movie. Might watch it. Taking off your dirty shoes is obvious for me, but even when the floors are perfectly clean, my OCD forbids me from touching it with my socks. So you go barefoot? I don't know, because barefoot, you know, that can cause, like, it can leave footprints, I guess, especially like with me. I don't have a sweating problem, but there's times where I do sweat and like you see the fucking foot marks on the ground. But yeah, no, I either wear socks. I can't wear barefoot in here because it just feels so weird. On a carpet, yes, but I've grown to have to wear socks to bed and everywhere because I just can't do it on hardwood floor. It just feels so weird. But on a carpet, it would feel really nice to be barefoot, but I can't. I could, but it would just not feel good. Do you think it's a good idea to get off a certain drug by using other drugs during the withdrawal phase? It's a good idea if you're going on something that's less bad. Like if you're on opioids and you get on kratom, I think that's the only time that kratom should be used, because if you're just doing it for fun, for recreational purposes, then that's where you're ruining it and you're creating another addiction. But you know, if you're on opioids, like it's for you because you're gonna have those opioid-like effects. They're just not gonna be as strong, but they're still gonna be there. So you at least have something. But then most people get hooked on the kratom after that, and that's when the problem causes again. But it's like, would I rather be addicted to heroin or kratom? But both are bad, and kratom is not. It's so underrated in the fact that it causes so many problems. I've talked to a lot of people now. Ever since that stupid sponsorship I did, people have had many huge problems with it. Like, people have had problems with it, like, they're big problems. Like, people be on it for years. They got huge-ass doses and shit. Like, people do even over 100 grams a day. Like, that's just insane to me. And that's going to cost you a lot of money, too. Do you think vaping or smoking cigarettes are worse? I still think smoking cigarettes are worse because we know what it does. But hey, if you vape and there's something happens to you later on in life, hey, you didn't know. So like, but I think even if they did come out with what it can do, unless it's like to the point where you're gonna be like strapped to an iron lung your whole life, then cigarettes would be better, unfortunately. But right now, I think cigarettes, especially now with like, you know, there's so much toxins in stuff anyway and carcinogens, like cigarettes are just crazy, bruh. And I would say cigarettes are way worse. Maybe not way worse, but they are worse. It's just the fact that vaping has so much nicotine content in it. But like smoking cigarettes, they're like begging you not to smoke it. Like, oh, this tastes like shit, but I feel good. And I never understood, like, I mean, I guess I could see why people would be addicted to cigarettes and vaping because it just gives you that buzz immediately. But that buzz really is nothing for me. Like, I'll feel it and then it'll go away. It's like, what the fuck? You know, there's no point for me to do it. Like, I don't have any pleasure smoking anything like that. I used to be an addict, and that's why I love this channel. Were you ever an addict, or did you just something for like a couple weeks, but it wasn't like, you know, full on addiction like that? But yeah, I mostly explored. I wonder if my mom's gonna respond or she just like read it. I just want her to realize that I'm just not asking her to do a lot. Waking Life is really good. It sounds like it. Wait, what does it have on IMDb? It has a 7.7, so that's a great score. I remember me and my friend had this inside joke. If a movie had a 7.8 on IMDb, it was like the best movie ever. And Drive, that had a 7.8. I wonder what it has now, because so many people have seen Drive now, but I watched it before it became a meme back in 2015. It still has a 7.8, so that's pretty interesting. That's how you know, bro. Oh man, I'm not even signing down. Like, of course I rated this movie. But yeah, Nicholas Winding Refn, he's a good. I like his movies. Only God Forgives was like the only one that I was like iffy about, but I still like the theming of it, the style. But Neon Demon, I like that movie. That movie was weird, but I thought that was a really good movie. But Drive is his magnum opus, dude. That is one of the best movies of all time. I put it in my top 10, I think. That was the movie that got me into movies, and that was like listening to Night Call and A Real Hero before they got really big with TikTok and Instagram memes and shit. I could still listen to them. I'll be fine. I just won't think about it. But like, it's like, come on, man, we're ruining these songs now. These people are making memes about this, and it's like, dude, that movie means so much to me. But usually, since the movie is so good, I forget about all those things. But I think I watched it last year again, and yeah, that was really nice. When I want to watch a movie, I did this with Coraline. I would watch like clips about it, theories about it, and then I'd finally watch it. And it took like days for me to finally start it, and like even learning things about the book. The book seems very interesting. It seems a lot darker, but Coraline is a top 5 movie for sure. I'm in sober living, y'all. Get me out of here. Help. You gotta stay there, bro. You gotta stay there. Barefoot on carpet is a sensory hell for me. Really? That's like the complete opposite for me. Yeah, Walking Life is wild. Essentially, this kid loses his ability to tell if he's dreaming or not. It's real cool, even if you're sober watching it. Yeah, I mean, I just said that. Like, if you're tripping or something, you don't need to watch a movie, Where were we at? Oh, yeah. More comments now. We're good. Thank you so much for staying on the stream with me. I see that the same people are here, so I really appreciate you guys. I make the mistake to watch your channel before bed sometimes. It kind of scares me. I mean, that's what everyone does. They watch it before bed. So, yeah. I was addicted to, and that's why I'm so fascinated with all the kinds of substances. I live vicariously through these stories. Even the scary ones seem more interesting than the boring sobriety. No, yeah, the scary stories are definitely the interesting ones. Like, I'm not, like, I'll save the regular stories for the second channel. But even then, I'm not, like, I'm just all about horror, man. I'm a big horror fan, and these stories are real horror. The whole saga with psych substance and cram addiction was pretty wild. Guy lost his whole family. Yeah, that should tell you all you need to know about it. Like, probably... most of the time it won't be that severe, but there are people who have it even worse than that. But yeah, that's like a glowing example of why you should not take kratom. Just look at psych substance and what he said about it. I don't know if he's still taking it now, but yeah, losing your whole family. I never really looked into that. I used to watch him all the time when I was younger, but like I don't have a need to anymore. So it's not like I don't want to watch him. I just don't have to, I was a hard coke addict for like a year. Ooh, that sounds painful. Another shout out, Trip Keeper, listening to you while detoxing off alcohol at home, sober almost 6 months now. Hey, let's go. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. You should watch The Man from Snowy River. Haven't heard of that movie either. The Man from 82. Ooh, baby. I see a horse in wow, Amazon Prime for $3.79. Has a 7.2 on IMDb, 85% Rotten Tomatoes. See, when a movie like this has a high score on Rotten Tomatoes, I believe it. What is this about? I'm not the biggest Western guy. In 1880s Australia, after young Jim Craig's father dies, he takes a job at the Harrison Cattle Ranch where he's forced to become a man. Very vague, but hey, most of the time I don't want to know what I'm watching before I see a movie. The Forbidden Cabbage and the occasional Mario. Coraline is my number 1 favorite movie. Yeah, no, it's a great movie. It's one I put in my top 5. You watch that top 50 greatest films video I made. It's in my top 5 or 6. I don't know. I think I did put it in top 5 though. Yeah, I think it was like actually number 5. That movie just means a lot to me. It brings me a lot of nostalgia when I used to watch it as a kid. I saw it in theaters when it came out with my mom. That brings fucking dirt into my house. But no, I love you, mom. Don't worry. I don't know. She's just like overreacting with this. But yeah, Coraline. If you haven't seen Coraline for some reason, which is crazy if you haven't seen it, it may not mean the same as it did before, but watching it again, like, bringing the nostalgia back, and it's just like a creepy movie, for a kids movie. They don't make shit like that anymore. They do stupid shit now. They make it so like sensitive and soft for kids. Like, we want something like that, something that scares me. Like Goosebumps, we won't get Goosebumps like that again. The original Goosebumps series from Canada, that shit was terrifying. They would not do that shit nowadays. I tried Angel's Trumpet a few years ago. It was insanely bad. Yeah, it definitely does not sound like a fun time. Me and my boyfriend smash with your vids in the background. I'm glad I can help you. You guys get off to my voice at the same time. You're like, oh my God. Being sober is the best way to go. Once you realize that you can live life sober, that's the best way to go. I'm not a sober person. I drink. I take occasional drugs from time to time. But like I'm not an addict or anything. I don't like have a crazy addiction or anything like that. I'm just an enjoyer from afar, So that's why I'm trying to teach people with harm reduction and also entertaining with my channel to, be on the lookout for these. If you wanted to try it, be like, hey, this could happen to you. It might not. It probably will, or it probably won't. But just be on the lookout for it. You never know. I'm the most insane mushroom trip ever and the most unhinged tripper on the internet guy. Being sober is killing my soul. My DOCs are literally everything. Oh, yeah, dude. You brought me some great traffic to my TikTok when I inserted my dick into the ground and started pumping. Yeah, definitely one of the most memeable stories I've ever read. So, yeah, I appreciate that. If you got any more stories, please upload them. But I'm glad that you're sober. I think it's a good idea for sure, especially with the stories you were telling. From 18 to maybe 26, I tried probably every drug under the sun, then just slowly stopped doing everything. Now I'm totally sober at 32. I see lots of y'all saying similar things. Yeah, that's good. I'm proud of you. What's the scariest movie you've ever seen? Scariest movie I've ever seen. Oh, that's a tough one. There's a lot of, I have a lot of scary movies I like, but they don't scare me as much as they used to when I was a kid. But there are some truly, disturbing films. Like, Martyrs is disturbing in a way that, it's gross in a lot of areas, but there is a good story attached to it. And, when you look past the unlimited amount of fucking gore that's in that movie, the disgustingness, there's a message in there, and it's a very interesting movie. I'm glad I watched it. I don't want to watch it ever again unless I want to show my friend see it maybe at some point, but that's a movie I don't ever want to watch again, but unless I have to, like I said. But that movie, it didn't scare me though. That's the thing. It was just it was disturbing. It was maybe it was a little bit creepy, but it did not scare me. It was just the thought of that happening was very disturbing, and that did that. But scary movies, I just rewatched War of the Worlds yesterday or a couple days ago, and that was one of my favorite movies as a kid. I should have put that in my top 50, unless I already did. I forgot if I put it in there. But that tripod coming out of the fucking ground, or that Hudson Ferry scene, that shit terrified me so much as a kid. Oh my God, bro, that sound. I used to use it for my older videos. You can listen to them and you see the difference. But yeah, that shit was so terrifying. But seeing it again now, the ending they really butchered, I think, even though that's how it was supposed to go, I think. But it just kind of abruptly ended for it. But cause the whole buildup where these aliens just taking over the whole fucking world, and the fact that they fucking weren't aware of microbial life that can get them sick and they died, I don't know. I was listening to a video today about that. I didn't really think about it. I really didn't know how they die. I wasn't really when I watched it when I was a kid, I just watched it for, the scary shit. But now that I'm 24 years old now, and I'm able to watch movies and think deeply about them. Yeah, just thinking about that, how would an alien race that can come in through lightning into the ground not know about microbial life that can cause terrible illnesses in humans and in you? Because you would think, because those machines were buried there how many years ago, thousands, maybe millions, I don't know, and they did not know about that. That guy brought up a really valid point, and you gotta watch it. It's like I forgot what the video was called. If you like that movie, a lot of the reviews I was seeing, a lot of people saying the movie wasn't good, but I still think it's a good movie. Like the only scene I don't like from that is when he meets Tim Robbins, that crazy guy, and he goes to attack the fucking alien. Like I did not like that sequence at all, and that goes on for a very long time. Let me look up the video because it was really good. Because if you were into that movie, it's a good analysis because he doesn't shit on it. He just brings up the like absurdity of how that sounds, like just not not knowing about illnesses, viruses, and shit. Like yeah, you would think. Where the fuck is it at? Jesus Christ, Christopher! I can't fucking believe this. Let me go on my history. I know I listened to it this morning. It's like a 30-minute video. Where the fuck is it? Okay, War of the Worlds Most Idiotic Alien Species Explored. It's by Roanoke Gaming. He did a really, really good video on that. I was like, I don't know if I can watch a 39-minute video right now because I was working, but he had me hooked from the start, and it helped that I liked the movie. It's one of my favorite movies, and I don't know if you guys saw, but I put on my story that they are making they're already working on it. They've been developing it, a War of the Worlds game, and they use the same tripods from the movie. And I think they got copyright for using the same sounds, so they made their own. I listened to it again, the new ones, and those are actually very scary too. So that I don't play video games. People always ask me if I play, but I don't. But that's a game I would love to play. That would just be a really fun game because you can play as a person trying to like survive, and you can also play as the aliens in the tripods. You can destroy the whole area. Just one thing I would like about it is if you can be in like a big city like New York City, like it was in the movie, and then like later move on to like a smaller city where they're following everyone, but like they start off in the big cities like New York. I feel like that would be a lot better because I don't know why all those tripods would be in that, like, because if you look at the gameplay, I watched it last night, you'll see that it's like a old town, but there's a bunch of people there, so that didn't really make sense. That's the only gripe I had with it, but everything else, like there's some good effects in it and shit. It's a very interesting game, and when they're done developing it, I'm sure it'll be pretty close to perfect. But yeah, the War of the Worlds did scare me though. That's one of my most scariest movies. Not now, but like. And then another movie was It from 1990. I don't think the 2017 It was scary at all. I thought it was a good movie, but the CGI in some of the scenes was really terrible. When Stan was in the fucking what was he in? Whatever the fuck, but he was upstairs and then the painting came to life. That looked so horrible. Like I could not believe how horrible that looked. And like that's why he was bad when Andrea Muschietti, whatever the fuck his name, the director, when he made Mama, like that was not good CGI either. His movies do not have good CGI. Like there are some good scenes with it, like and it helped that Bill Skarsgård, whatever the fuck his name is, could contort his face like that. But yeah, no, that's the problem with movies nowadays. These CGI horror effects, they just don't hit the same. Even though with The Thing and shit and like The Fly, even though it didn't look real, you can actually see like his skin coming off. Or something like that, and it looked, and like in The Thing, like this fucking stomach opens up and he loses whole arms, and like that's more scary than fucking seeing CGI effects that try to be scary, because it's just not. Like I don't know if you guys feel that way, but computer generated effects should be used lightly. That's what I like about War of the Worlds and Godzilla, because they use the effects to their advantage, because it would be like darker and shit when they would come on, and if it was light, they would do it sparingly. But like with the Godzilla from 2014, that movie, he wasn't in it a lot, but the fact that he wasn't, like, showed how good the effects were, especially in the dark, because you don't have to make them as good as they are if it was light outside. But yeah, no, I like that movie too. That's a really good movie, Godzilla from 2014. It wasn't the best, but if Bryan Cranston was in the whole movie, that would have been better. I was pissed when he died. I was like, but yeah, the Thing is scary. Texas Chainsaw Massacre always scared me when I was younger. Still does a little bit. That's the movie I watched on Benadryl, and that's the one time it really terrified me. I was like, oh my god, bro, do not watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Benadryl. You will not like that. Yeah, The Thing, The Fly was scary to me when I watched it. I couldn't believe it. Misery was a pretty scary movie. I finally watched that. Oh, you know what? A movie that scared me a lot was Wreck. That movie actually was freaking me out. I feel like I've watched it again, it won't be as like crazy as it was because you know what happens. I every time someone talked about Rec, I always skipped it because I knew I was gonna watch it at some point. I'm like, it's a 78-minute movie. And I'm not bothered by foreign languages and subtitles. Like I do not care. I'll read them. Like I don't. It doesn't bother me like some people have it. Like, but that movie, like oh my god, the main actress in the movie, she was so cute. But that movie was fucking freaky, and the ending too. That was came out of left field. Like what the fuck is that thing? But yeah, no, just the feeling that like that these people are trapped and you can't there's nothing you could do about it. Like that shit is scary. So that probably at least a top 3 scary movie for me, I'd say. If you haven't seen Wreck, the original, I know there's a American movie, but that one's I heard is not as good, called Quarantine. You just gotta watch the original. And then also Funny Games. That movie pissed me off so much. That movie wasn't really for the night. Watch Funny Games. That movie is everything you think is gonna happen doesn't happen, and it basically Michael Haneke, the guy who directed whatever the fuck his name is, he made it to piss off everyone. It was so. Oh my god, just watch it. I knew that the movie was like it was rated as a good movie, so I'm like, okay, I finally got to watch this. And when I did, I'm like, dude, I really did not expect anything that happened in that movie to happen, and that movie just took me away. I was like, what the fuck? But I appreciate it for sure. He's a good director. He made another movie called Benny's Video, I think it's called. I thought my mom sent me something else, but that was. Yeah, it's called Benny's Video. That was an interesting movie too. I really liked that. The same actors are in it. Just the one of the main actors, the kid, he's younger in this movie. That has a 7.1. I'm sure all of Michael Haneke's movies are on HBO Max. I still call it HBO Max because that's what it's called. Yeah, Funny Games has a 7.5 out of 10 on IMDb. Yeah, it's like you might hate it, but if you do hate it, you'll appreciate it for what it is. There's only one scene in there that went on for like way too long though, and I hated it. After the big event happened in the middle of the movie, it just went on forever. I was like, dude, when is this gonna end? That's the only part I really didn't like. But after that and before that, it is a very suspenseful movie, and you just get taken back for everything. It's crazy. All right, hopefully I answered your question. Do you have a favorite superhero? Dr. Manhattan or Rorschach? Watchmen is my favorite superhero movie. I mean, they're kind of like anti-heroes a little bit, but they're still, they save people. But Dr. Manhattan is the coolest fucking superhero for sure. But Rorschach, he's a badass. I really like Rorschach. So either one of those. I like Batman as a kid, but that's like a classic answer. I know you can't go wrong with Batman. But yeah, Rorschach or Dr. Manhattan. Like that movie, that's in my top 20 too. I saw that movie when I was in theaters, and there wasn't a lot of nudity, but there was one scene where the sex scene is just like, it's in your face. And I was with my mom. I was 9 years old watching that, and I was just like, oh my god, boobies. And it just like, it was so graphic what was going on. I'm like, I did not expect, like, when I was younger, I thought superhero movies were like, family friendly stuff. Like I knew it was going to be dark. I mean, it was rated R, but I didn't expect it to be that rated R, dude. It's like a hard fucking R. It's crazy. That movie is so amazing. Yeah, I just love that. That's Zack Snyder's best movie for sure. I haven't seen 300 yet. I'm sure it's very good too, but Watchmen has just always been one of my favorite movies of all time, and I can watch. It's very long though too, so you'll be in for a wild ride. But yeah, it's a really, really good movie if you haven't seen it already. So I'm recommending you that. Funny Games, Wreck. So North by Northwest. I saw that. I actually bought an Alfred Hitchcock collection at this video store near me, and I have all of his like popular movies. And yeah, The Birds. That movie is honestly a terrifying concept. It's not scary to me because it's like from 1963, but like, and the effects aren't that good. But the just thinking about birds attacking you, because I actually been attacked by birds before. Working as a mail carrier, they like to put their nests like up near the door or by the mailboxes and shit. They like to put it under the awnings. So you'll walk up there, you'll just be minding your own business, and this bird just starts flying out, and it's like, oh shit, it scares the shit out of you, especially when a mourning dove flies out because it makes a loud noise. But I love mourning doves though. They never attacked or anything. They're the most sweetest birds ever. They're just so cute. Oh my god, I had 2 families of mourning doves that made a nest by my house last year, and they were just adorable. I love them so much. But there's a robin up there now. my mom accidentally killed the eggs. She tried to move the nest, but the eggs fell out. So yeah, she felt bad about that. Maybe I should make her feel bad about walking in my house with dirty shoes on. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, robins attack blackbirds. They're very aggressive. Blue jays. I haven't had a blue jay attack me, but I hear people of horror stories about it. But the one time I did get they actually came to me and were hitting me with their wings and pecking me, at least trying to, was when I used my dog spray, because they were already very vicious. This specific one, when I would go to the house, it would follow me all the way down the street, and then it would come back around until I walked the other side, and it was so annoying. And every time you would walk to the next house, the bird would dive bomb you and then go up, and I try to whack. I was trying to throw sticks at it and shit. I'm I'm not fucking trying to take your babies or anything. But one day I got so pissed off at it, I decided to spray it with dog spray, and yeah, it got mad at me. So it was my fault originally. So I'm not gonna say it was, it's the bird's fault, but because I did do it, because I'm sure that doesn't feel nice for dogs. They just run away, and they're like, oh shit, I made a mistake. Ozzy, what was that? You just dropped something. Oh, hopefully I remember that. But yeah, no, birds are very, during this time, mating season, they go away in June or something. But in late April, May, and then early June, it's terrible for birds. Yeah. Oinky. Can you please stay over there, though? I'm trying to read these. Oh boy, yeah, we got a lot of... Ozzy, please. All right, hold on. I'm going to move him. He needs to go on the ground because he's going to knock something over. Mikey. Get on the ground, okay, baby? I love you. Daddy's recording, though. Be respectful. I'm trying to teach him manners here, but he's walking up on my fucking bar stool. Oh, yeah? Some sort of wise guy now? No, he's licking himself. I haven't had many drug experiences outside of psychedelics. Yeah, hopefully about the less dangerous ones like shrooms, but yeah, I do not want to fuel your interest in something like a Benadryl or something, because I try to make it I point it out not to do that shit. Let's see here. The whole don't do drugs or drink every day is a good idea, at least if you can control how much you can take. Is a good idea. Yeah, no, if you can control it, I mean, people can control things better than others. Sometimes you'll just go to your rock bottom and you'll be like, I can't do this anymore. I certainly do a delirium if it didn't damage your brain and body. Yeah, well, it damages just everything. I had a sleep paralysis experience that made me question reality that no drug has been able to do. Yeah, sleep paralysis. When I first got sleep paralysis, that was the only time I had a demon come at me. I think it came one more time. But now when I get sleep paralysis, that's why I got back on the antidepressants, the Lexapro. 'Cause I get stuck in my bed. It's only happened once or twice since I've been on the Lexapro, and I've been on it for 4, or maybe longer. Maybe it's been over a half a year so far. I don't even remember, but it's been a while now at least. And yeah, no, that helps out a lot, because when I got off the Zoloft, I wasn't having sleep paralysis on that either. So it's definitely helping in that regard. Watch, I'll probably get it tonight because I'm talking about it. But yeah, no, fine, But yeah, no, it's very terrifying, especially I had this thing where my head would just fucking feel like it's going to explode. I don't know if that's exploding head syndrome. It could be something different, but I looked it up on Reddit. Someone else had a similar problem, and there's been a lot of recent comments on it, which is kind of scary, because is there something that happened in the past, that happened in the world that could be causing this? Because it started happening a couple of 2 years ago, I think. But yeah, or maybe it was less than or more than, I don't know, but it was no more than 3 years ago. So yeah, that's kind of suspicious that people ask. It was a 6-year-old thread or a 9-year-old thread or whatever, and there was I commented on it. Then there's one right after me. There was one a couple 100 days before. It was just crazy how he asked that question, or she, and they're just getting a lot of recent comments on it. I'm surprised you're still able to comment on it to begin with. But yeah, that was that made me freak out a little bit. But the Lexapro is helping. It's only happened once or twice, so yeah, I think twice. Yeah, I tried everything, and I'm still in my early 20s. Don't do drugs. Yeah, do not. That's the best way to go. Just not even do. If you even don't even have to do psychedelics, don't do them. But if you're gonna do something, make it shrooms, smoke weed. Just don't fucking do any pills or anything like that. It's just that can ruin your whole life. You may not think it will. Be like, oh, I'll be fine, and then you take it, and you're like, well, that was actually kind of nice. I need to get more. Um, wow, my tolerance went up. I need to take more. Oh, I'm out. I gotta go buy some more. Oh, he's not home. What the fuck? Where's the guy? And then you're taking it just to feel normal. And yeah, so that's how addiction starts. It starts from an innocent purpose, just trying to be happy in life or just trying to change up your life, and then it ends up maybe killing you. Do you think cannabis will be legalized federally in the next 10 years in the U.S. from Canada? So we have it good here. Yeah, I think it should be. I'm just worried about like states down south because they're living in the fucking 50s. I don't know if you guys saw what Nikki Haley did today. No matter what you fall on the spectrum for the Israel Palestine thing. I mean, I really don't like involving myself in that. I don't like to be political on here, but I think it's not a political issue. It's a life and death issue, and the fact that they're showing us this every day in the media, like how can you ignore it? And she wrote on a missile that says "Finish them." Israel or USA loves Israel. And then she signed her name on it. Like, okay, even if you're on Israel's side, which I don't care, like, if you're on their side, I don't care. If you're on Palestine's side, good. But, like, after what just happened there the other day with Rafa or whatever it's called, to write that on a fucking missile, that is just the worst thing you could possibly do. She is just a fucking bitch. And she had no chance in the Republican side of the candidacy. There was no chance she was going to get anything. Like, if you thought anything other than Trump or Biden was going to be the candidates, then you had a problem because that's innocent lives, and she's pro-lifer. I'm not going to say I don't like, with abortion and stuff, but she says she's a pro-lifer. But then when innocent actual kids die, that's where she's like, oh, it's okay. It's you don't really want to involve Israel. I think because I mean, USA has had a lot of good relations with Israel, but it's read the room, bruh. Read the fucking room. It's crazy how many people are turning on him. It's pretty funny to me. He'll probably definitely lose. I don't even think it's gonna be close. I really don't. I'm so happy for you sober people. I started early. I spiraled into benzo, speed, and opiate addiction from 15 to 20. Now I try to figure out which substances help me grow and which are destructive. Most of them do. Yeah, War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise. Yeah, I've been yapping for a while. Do you think rabbits are cool? Yeah, I just wish they would not be so afraid of me. Like, I go up to them and they run away. Is LSA actually any good? Morning Glories, yeah, but you got to be very careful with Hawaiian Baby Wood Bros. Those are very, very powerful. They're like Morning Glories times a billion. I once smoked angel dust with a crack addict behind McDonald's. You should definitely upload that to my Reddit community. Hey, mate. Anyone know how to unclog a cart? I'm not sure. Yeah, It with Tim Curry is fantastic. That movie scared the fuck out. Well, it's not a movie. It was a miniseries, but I mean, it's a movie. Come on. But yeah, that scared the fuck out of me when I was a kid. I was so afraid of Pennywise. Poltergeist is one of my all-time favorites. I still haven't seen Poltergeist because my mom freaked me out because of the curse that it had, like the little actors that died in it. And there's other, like I'm not like, it probably isn't true. Like you gotta be very wary about superstitions, but like it's better just not risk anything, even just watching it. But I know a lot of people watched it, and yeah, I still need to get to The Exorcist. I've been trying. I put it on like 4 different times, and I just can't get through the beginning part. It's just like, I don't want to say it's boring to me because I think it's a good movie. I just like, I don't know. I just can't fucking finish it. I need to fucking finish it. It's just, I need to just watch it and watch it. Like I cannot, not watch it because I just need to see it. Bryan Cranston isn't dead. No, he's not dead, but in the Godzilla movie, he died. The first Saw and the Purge movies were terrifying. Yeah, the first Saw, I didn't see that till late, like I was 15, so it didn't scare me as much. But I'm sure, well, that one jump scare where he's Adam's taking a picture and then the pig comes out, that freaked me the fuck out. That's when a jump scare is used well, because jump scares can be very overly done and it's fucking annoying. But yeah, the first Saw movie is great. That's one of the best horror movies of all time. So the problem with YMS, when he did a Saw video, this is the part where I disagree with him. He said Saw 2 was the worst out of all of them, and I totally disagree with that. I think Saw 2 is a great sequel to the movie. But his rankings are way different than mine. Like he doesn't see anything other than the first one. He sees it as like something he can entertain himself with and not like actually, be a good movie, which it does get that way after a while. But I think Saw 2 did a really good, definitely the worst one. I did not like Jigsaw at all. I didn't Saw 10 was okay. A lot of people, or Saw X, whatever, but I really like it got way too much hype. I think so many people like that movie because it was just better than the previous Saw movies that we've gotten, like Jigsaw and Spiral. I haven't seen Spiral either, but I have heard that movie didn't get too many good reviews. But I like Saw, so I'm sure I would enjoy every movie except Saw 5. Saw 5 was just the beginning is good, but the rest of the movie is just fucking terrible. And the ending is good too. The ending is one of the best endings of all time in the Saw franchise. But yeah, no, it had nothing to do with the characters. Like, I love Hoffman, I love Strom, but I don't know what it was. But last time I watched it, I had to turn it off because I was so fucking bored. Um, Texas Chainsaw is my favorite. Which version did you watch? That's the original from 1974. That's my top. Forgot what I put it in. Top 10, top 20. Maybe it's, I don't even. Yeah, I think I put it in like top. I think it's like 35 or 36. I put in my top 50. No, yeah, I don't really like any of the other Texas Chainsaw movies. I wasn't a big fan of the 2003 remake. I thought it was very gory, which was a good thing, but Jessica Biel, she fucking pissed me off in that movie. I did not like that movie at all. She was just being a stupid little fucking piece of shit, just running around, falling down, like, oh my God. I just couldn't stand that. But the scene where Leatherface is carrying that blonde-haired guy down the stairs and he got his nails on the wall and they all flip over. Oh, God. That I could not. Oh my God. And then he proceeds to put fucking like bleach and salt on his wounds because he chopped off his legs. Like, dude, you made that guy torture so much. What he like, you're supposed to kill teenagers because you're a fucking horror movie villain, but like, oh, you went a little bit too far there. I thought it was good. That's definitely the best part of the movie, but like, man, he got fucked over. That was probably the worst thing, is just still being alive with your legs coming off. You just feel that salt. Oh God, could you imagine that? Or just like rubbing alcohol on an open wound like that? Oh my God, bro. Chucky. I watched Child's Play, the first one. I thought that was a good movie. I thought it was actually really good. It was one of my favorites. I still need to see Candyman though. That's one. I watch all kinds of late 70s, late 80s B horror movies. Yeah, those are usually oh, you know what's a really good one? Fucking Sleepaway Camp. My one, shout out Cody Leach. He definitely inspired me to watch it, dude. That it's such a cheesy movie the whole way through. Like there's some like weird shit. It's like dirty for all those kids that are in the movie. Like there's stuff that has to do with PDF files and shit. Like this fucking cook tries. It's like weird that way. And it's just like the most cheesiest, campiest horror movie. Like literally sleepaway campiest movie. There's like a 10-minute sequence where they're playing a game of baseball. But the ending of that movie is a top 5 ending. I was shocked when that happened, dude. Like the whole thing. I don't know if you guys have seen that whole movie is worth it just for the cheesiness, and the ending just totally fucking makes that movie incredible. It's not a good movie by any means, but it's just an entertaining movie to watch. The acting is not the best. It's mostly kids, so I give a little sympathy to kids because it's harder for them to act. But that's why when I see kids act in a good movie, like I'm like, holy shit. But no, it's you could tell that it was a bunch of nobodies. The actress now, the one who played the one on the front cover. Don't want to give any spoilers away, but I did get spoiled it a little bit. I didn't get like the ending. I saw a picture of the ending, but so I knew it was coming. I just didn't know what was going to happen, and just to see that, like, it is a shocking image. I paused the screen when they showed the full thing, and I was like, oh my God, dude. Like it was dark, and you just saw that, and you're just like, oh my God, dude. That was one of the most craziest endings I think I've ever seen. So just watching for the ending in general, like, yeah, I recommend that movie like crazy. And Killer Clowns from Outer Space, that's another classic. Like that movie is honestly, it's scary in some parts. Those clowns ain't messing around. Like they could probably beat the tripod aliens from War of the Worlds. Dude, Natural Born Killers. Yeah, no, That's one of my favorite movies too. I like that movie. I've seen that movie like 5 6 times now, and that movie inspired the Columbine killings, which is sad to think about. But yeah, no, it's a really good movie. Juliette Lewis, Woody Harrelson. There's a scene with Rodney Dangerfield, one of my top two favorite comedians. He's in it, dude. It was just like such a good scene. But like the whole movie premise is just, it's just the whole movie is insane. You feel like you're in like you're just surrounded by talking voices, and it's just shot so weirdly. You tell from the first scene like this is going to be a different movie than you've ever seen before. I do recommend that movie. Just don't go shooting up schools. Jeepers Creepers for modern, yeah, like everyone, look, I know that Jeepers Creepers, the director, I know what he did. He a terrible fucking person. Look it up if you have to. That's a horror movie in itself. But when he made Jeepers Creepers, I didn't know that until like a couple years ago. So me and my mom, like that was one of our favorite horror movies to watch. That movie definitely freaked me out. That movie is definitely scary. I don't want to recommend that movie because of what the director did, but it is actually a pretty terrifying movie. And it still scares me to this day. In some scenes, especially when you first see the creeper thing throw the bodies down the fucking the hole, and like he spots them, and he gets in the truck and starts following them in a loud ass horn, dude. Every time we saw like a truck that looked like that, we were like, oh no, it's Jeepers Creepers. So that movie is just like, yeah, the movie is really good, and it sucks the director that made that had to fucking do that shit. I'm not gonna go into detail with what he did, but just think about quiet on set and make it worse. So yeah. Um, do 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 do. Let's see. Okay, you guys are trying to figure out where the where the fucking do Tales from Uranus. Hell yeah. Yo, what's good? I love your videos. Thank you. Have you done pills? I've definitely done pills in the past. I remember you talking about doing interviews with your OPs. I'm down to do that with y'all. Yeah, we're still getting the hang of it. We're having a special guest. I don't know if I should say who it is. It's still not even confirmed yet. We're planning on it, but it's been 2 weeks in a row that we have feature on my channel, or like new people, they want to talk about their trip and they can talk about their experience so we could talk about it with them. So yeah, I'm gonna probably, when that time comes, I'm going to set up like a sign up thing and maybe do like a random name generator. Whoever it lands on can be the special guest, because I'm not trying to like pick someone who got some bias towards. I want to like make it fair. I'm a fair guy. What am I live on? I'm live on Discord. God damn, you're yapping. Yeah, I know. Once I get going, when I'm in a good mood, it just doesn't stop. Saw X, I mean, it was a good movie. I just thought it could have been better. That dream sequence where the guys, what happened? That fucking, I forgot what it was, but he had his things in his eye. Like, that could have been a lot better. And since it wasn't even real, like, that just kind of ruined it for me. And I didn't like how Jigsaw was made out to be the good guy in that movie. That really pissed me off, because he's not a good guy. He's evil. But the people that he got in the trap, they were more evil than him. It's like, you have this horror movie villain who kills people for his pleasure. He's like, oh, they need to save themselves. Oh, they're very, you need to fucking learn how to appreciate life more. So I'm gonna fucking, you're a cigarette smoker, so I'm gonna put you up against this old lady who can breathe just fine, and whoever you choose to die dies. Like, what the fuck? That's just sadistic, and that has nothing to do with making your life better. So like he was evil back in the day. Like, he was a very evil person. Hoffman was really evil too. I thought he was one of the most evil characters, but just making him a good person, especially with that little kid, like, yeah, it's a cute scene, like, he's trying to save Jigsaw, but like, he's Jigsaw. And I know it was before everything, or like, well, and maybe in the middle of it. I forgot what time it took place in, but basically the movie is about getting fake cancer treatment. These people promised them, and those people that got stuck in the trap, everyone that was involved, and yeah, it backfired for a little bit, but then it didn't. And yeah, Amanda's in it. I don't think she's a good actress at all. I don't think she was really good in the first Saw. Like she did a really good job as like a like, even YMS. I'll quote him. She did a really good job as a troubled drug addict, playing in that movie for that little scene she had. But I don't know if that's the actress's fault or just the story, but I just never really liked when she's had bigger roles, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like that movie as much as other ones. I don't. It's like a middle of the pack movie for me, for Saw, which I don't know what what that even means because there's a couple bad ones, but most of them I enjoy. So yeah, it's like I don't know, maybe fourth or fifth, maybe sixth. Do to Shutter and Screambox. Clicked on that. Probably watch an unhealthy amount of slashers. Yeah, I've been wanting to get that, but I just don't feel like paying for more shit. Um, Dude, I didn't know about the director for Jeepers Googly now. Yeah, you're gonna wanna like that's gonna make you really think differently. Like you wanna separate the art from the artist. Like there's some dumb shit musicians have said and done, but like at the end of the day, they made a good movie, they made a good song, and it's like hard to fucking stop listening. That's, unless they're like really really bad. But like I don't watch Jeepers Creepers because I'm supporting that guy. Like there's been new Jeepers Creepers movies that have been terrible. I think he made the third one too. That movie was fucking awful. The second one was good, but yeah, I watched those movies before I even knew any of that, and like it's just it's really sad because that is like one of my favorite horror movies, and to find that he did that, it's like come on, bruh. Like you made the movie so well, but then you're this type of person. Like what the fuck. My wife asked me for a divorce this last Monday. I mean, if you're being serious, I'm sorry. Get well, dude. I'm sorry. Do you encourage people to also get into making trip/drug report readings content? People tell me often I have a nice voice after I read some poetry my friends wrote and put it on Twitter. Yeah, no, I love it when because I've definitely seen some recent people that have definitely you could tell like I probably influenced them a little bit, but yeah, no, I say go for it. We always need to add to this community because it's definitely growing. There's going to be a lot more like us Vivek, someone that's known has been there since the beginning. Like we probably inspired at least 7 8 channels probably, like if I'm gonna give something, or like videos for other creators that people did, like they just made a drug related video on a channel that they don't do drug related content on. We've definitely done that. But yeah, the tip teaser in real life. Yep, I'm the tip teaser. I've noticed there's not a whole lot of women that make trip report content though. Could be a niche for me. Oh, you're a woman? Yeah, no, it would be nice to have a woman. I know there's this one person that I think they tagged me in their description for, and she was a woman. It's hard because like my demographics, it's like 86 87% male, and the rest is female, or and it's like crazy how male dominant that is. And I think it's just YouTube in general. I don't think a lot of women watch YouTube videos like as nearly as much as men do, especially on Reddit too. Like men are going on Reddit all the time. Like it's hard to find a woman on there. Hey, thank you for the $5. I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Oh, I was able to like these the whole time. I meant to like people that gave me money before. I liked it. Yeah, no, there's not too many women, so it'd be nice. Hey, because women can have a very soothing voice. That can honestly, I'd probably listen to it because women like being very soothing and reading something like in a very very like the female version of the Trip Keeper. Like hell yeah, I'd be all for that. Uh, Do you fuck with cigars? Not really. I'll smoke one like once a year, but I'm not a big fan of like getting smoke in my mouth. I just don't like the taste of all of it. Not true. Tons of women's write trip reports. Yeah, I mean, there's women that write it, but it's mostly men that do it. Like it's dominating with men. Like it's crazy. But there are women. I mean, they definitely. I have a lot of like. There's a lot of women that come on and tell me like, "Hey, I like your channel." But it's mostly most of the messages I get are from men. But there are definitely some women here and there. But like it's definitely more in the male aspect of YouTube with this shit because I don't know why. I'm not gonna tell you why because I don't know. That's just how it goes. Actually, I love the Trip Keeper yapping. Yeah, you should. Why do you think you're all here? We got 26 people in here. We'll probably end this in like 30 minutes, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's reading it, but writing it too. Like that is it. Not a lot. There's definitely more women that write trip reports than read them. But like, yeah, I've only seen one channel that's read the trip reports, and that's one I was just talking about. With they didn't really have that many subscribers. They just started off, so yeah, add to it, bro. I will definitely like. I can cheer you on, and you can do it because I think if people say you have a good voice, do not waste your talent. Do not never wait when someone tells you you're good at something. Stick with it. Um, Jigsaw isn't evil. Don't slander John Kramer. He's evil, bro. You can't deny it. Like, yes, there's sympathy for him with his cancer diagnosis, but putting those people in situations like that's just pure evil. Just for people like even in Saw 6 when a person was approving people for credit loans when they knew they couldn't pay for it. Like, calm the fuck on. You're gonna kill this guy. You're gonna stick acid in his back with the family that he fucked over with not getting accepted. And the only time he didn't accept him was the family that chose if he lived or died. And you had the worst. He went through all that trouble. He had to suffer with all of his coworkers. He was the reason for his coworkers dying, even though he wasn't. I mean, he was the one who physically had to do it. And then he gets all these sharp like needles stabbed into him from a machine and it injected sulfuric acid. Like that is not warranted for something like that. Like I don't know. I just don't. I don't think. I don't. He's evil. That's what they did with Godzilla too. They made him a good guy. Like bring back Godzilla being a monster. Like I don't want to see him being the one to help. That's what I like about War of the Worlds. Those aliens were fucking evil. I had no sympathy for them whatsoever. They came in here and they destroyed our world, and like they're fucking evil, and that works out great. Last time I read a poem and put it on Twitter, one of my friends was like, Daddy, you should read Trip Reports. I love your voice. So now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I mean, honestly, go for it. Just go get stuff from Airwood, Reddit, Drugs Forum, Blue Light. There are so many Trip Reports. Although I do not want people using my Reddit community since that's for my like specific videos. Unless you ask and I've already done it or something, and you just want to make because one of these YouTubers asked me if he could read a story that was from my Reddit community. I was okay with that, but like just random shit, random people I don't know. Like at least ask me first if you're gonna do something. But yeah, no, I'm fine with that. Just let me know. That's all I'm saying. But you can just start off on Airwood. That's the fucking internet trip report database, and it's been for a decade. Where are we at? I love someone that's known so much. He says I got the best trip report on his channel. Yeah, dude, you got some classics, bro. Like I fuck with your trip reports. www. Yo, how late am I? You are so late. Oh my god. No, yeah, you're honestly pretty late. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. So you guys just. Oh yeah. I'm kind of losing my voice here. What the fuck? I'm yapping way too much, bro. So I'll be right back. You guys talk about something in the chat. Get some questions ready so I can read it. I'll make sure to stay in this spot. And I'll be right back. Hi, Ozzy. Come here. Oinky. Oinky, oinky. I'm taking a pee, and I'm sitting down so it doesn't make splashing noises in the background. You wouldn't even know if I didn't say so. Hey, baby girl, let's go get some hay. Are you a horse or nay? Trip Keeper Psychosis Part 1. Let it go, bruh. I had to go. Alright, we're gonna flush it and then we're gonna wash my hands. Not we're, but I'm going to wash them. Yeah. All right. I'll grab you. Here's what I got. One, two, three, four, five, 7. I'm good. I am good. Dude, it is so sunny outside. It is light out still for 8:19, and I'm back. I don't know if you guys heard any of what I was saying. I was talking, but yeah, with beers, 2 to 3 is the best amount to drink if you're gonna drink. Once you go to 4, like you could still survive off of 4, but then you're starting to push it. Once you like anything more than 4 is just ridiculous because it's too much. It's too much liquid to begin with, anyway. Oh no, that would be my only hesitation. I don't want to steal thunder from you, Vivek, or someone that's knowing y'all are inspired. Thank you for the encouragement. No, you would trust me. You're not gonna steal the thunder from me. I really like it's good when people come on. Like I literally do not take it that way because I would not. I it's a good thing that if you were to do that, like you just yeah. I mean I got lucky with the algorithm. I got lucky when people first started watching. Like you never know that could happen to you. And then hey, if well, if enough people know you, get a couple thousand subscribers, we'd be featured in a video. Get the Trip Report gang together. I know, yeah, but just do it. Just do it. Yo, Tails, what's your name? I didn't catch it yet. I wish I could tell you, but I can't for privacy reasons. I'm not gonna release my name. But yeah, I hope you understand. We could do a poll on Trip's demographic now. Let us know your gender and age. A female 59 here. Wow, that's definitely one of my rare demographics. Not only a female, but 59 years old. Wow, I'm glad. It's crazy when I see people like over the age of like 40 who watch. Like, I mean, nowadays, 40 and 50 is like the new 30 or whatever. So like, it's different nowadays. But it's just funny to see people like that who are who are watching and enjoying my content. Same with people from different countries and shit. What is your opinion on e-cigarettes? I really don't have an opinion on them. I think they're definitely a better option than fucking cigarettes. As an alcoholic, 4 beers is not enough. Haha. It's definitely, it could be not enough, but like that shit just makes me so bloated, and I start to get like a headache, and that probably has to do with me working and being tired a lot. Um, but yeah, no, yeah, no, I try not to like. I'll definitely go past it for sure. Like I'll get the 5 beers some nights, but I try not to because and I gotta conserve these beers, man. I gotta keep them for the next couple days. I can't just keep going to the store and buying a 12-pack of Miller High Life. Only the bottom. Invest crypto in your cat. Oh yeah, we got Aussie coin up here. If you want to invest in that shit, go on crypto.com. Once you hit 12, it's perfect. Yeah. 12 beers is my starting. That's my appetizer. Greetings from Chile. All right, let's go. Let's go Chile, bruh. Shout out Chile. I like to visit a country like that. Just something where you wouldn't expect to go to. That'll be implied that one time. I forgot. I think that was in the one, the Horror Stories channel I was talking about. Let's see here. Yeah, I think it was that's probably the worst thing that happens there with the landslides. Like, we're a great country, but there's a landslide every here and there. Welcome to Chile. Welcome to Chili's. No, I'm just kidding. I would just love to visit. I'd like to see what the world is like not in Ohio. There's so everyone like. It's just sometimes I think about like how like people look different, they sound different, they speak different languages. Like there's so many different people on this planet Earth who talk differently, have different ethics and stuff, and it's just like crazy how we all came to be that way. Yeah, it's just like. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people who are similar to you if you live by them, but then in a different country, you're the outsider, and just like I don't know, it's just crazy to me that all these different people and languages is really like just the fact of creating language and creating words, like just the evolution of that process. It's like hard to wrap your mind around. Like it's just like the vastness of space. That's the hardest to wrap your mind around. Or like what created the Big Bang, or like did God create it? Is God real? And if God is real, who created God? He was just always here. How is he always here? It's just you ask those questions, and that's like part of it with the language. Like, man, we can't. What animal meat would you eat if you could be assured it was humane and died of natural causes? Well, I am not a vegetarian of any kind, so like I mean I get upset with slaughter videos. Like I'm like I start thinking about like, oh man, I'm sorry I ate you, cow. But like, just not seeing it. That's why it's different like with this Israel Palestine stuff, because like if you're not watching it, it's not that you're not going to care. It's just that you don't want to, like, for me, I just don't want to be involved because it just makes me so upset to see both of those countries going at it. And it's just really, just seeing the innocent kids die. I actually cried for them a couple months ago thinking about it. And yeah, it just made me really sad. And that's like one of the main reasons why I'm not talking about it, because I'm just like, it just breaks my heart to see these innocent children die. But I don't know. I've had alligator sausage before. That shit was good in New Orleans. This guy, we would go there in the morning, like the 4 days we were there, well, yeah, we were there for 4 days, but we went down there like 3 times. And yeah, this guy had like, it was like a hot dog stand, but instead of selling hot dogs, he was selling alligator sausage. It was like $8, and it was fucking delicious. Oh my god, dude! Me and my friend, it was so good. The food in New Orleans is amazing. All the places I've been to on vacation has had way better food than Ohio. But the one thing about Ohio is that it's cheap. So you forget that the food is not good, but at least you're not paying a lot. Like with New Jersey, Jesus Christ, bro, that shit took a fucking arm and a leg off of me for my damn prices, dude. It's crazy. I looked at what it costs to stay for 5 nights at Universal Orlando Resort. They have this promotion right now. You get a flight, you get the whole room, you get the admission and shit. For 5 nights for my vacation, it was $1,600 for 2 plane tickets for 2 people together to stay there for 5 days, and you get admission every single day. But for when I went to Cape May last year, I spent $2,100 on the resort I went to. And you know how rich, dude, it is so clean down there. They were just actually filming the Bob Dylan movie with Timothy Chalamet. I don't really like that guy, but it's cool that they were filming there. Edward Norton was there. He went into like a coffee shop or something. That's just really cool. It's a great, like, if you haven't been to Cape May, if you never heard of it, just anything Atlantic City down is a great, like, I love the Jersey Shore. My first city, there's problems with it when you drive into it. It just looks like this kind of looks like Cleveland. Nothing against Cleveland right now, because I mean I love Cleveland, but like there's some areas of Cleveland where you're like, I need to get out of here. But yeah, that's what it looked like. But once you get like to the boardwalk area and the casinos are blocking the rest of the city, it's very nice in Atlantic City. It's very fun. There's a lot of excitement. You just smell weed the whole area over there. But yeah, then there's Ocean City. There's actually a stabbing there recently at Ocean City, so that was it does not look like a place that would happen at, but it must have been crazy people. Wildwood is crazy. I love Wildwood. I just love boardwalks. And then Cape May, where we stayed at, so relaxing. It's literally on the bottom tip of New Jersey, and it is so beautiful there. If you have money you want to spend, go there. And then there's a restaurant called the Lobster House. And you can sit inside there, but they also allow you to order takeout. I'm probably not talking very. I'm not close to the mic, but you order takeout there, and you can eat it on the outside dock over there. It's just like another seating area. That was cheap. I got some scallops. That was actually one of my cheapest things I got there. But yeah, everything is expensive. The water park at Wildwood, I'm just letting you know, it's not a big water park. It's a nice one, but it is small. It's like on the edge of it's called Maury's Piers. Dude, for one person, for the water park, was like $400. I could not believe when I saw that price. Let me look it up again. I want to see what it is. They probably raised it and add another year of inflation. Fucking, it's crazy. And to go on like they have like a roller coaster there, like upside down roller coaster, Vekoma SLC. It costs $10 to go on it. Like, what the fuck for one ride? It should be fucking like $60 for everything. Like, that's even pushing it, bro. Like, just get the water park and admission. Like, let's see what tomorrow's is on a Friday. Looking it up now. Wait, why is this $115? That's good. Okay. Wait, what was $400? Oh, the Wild Pass. Okay, so everything was $425. Amusement ride wristband and water park admission combo. That's 115. That's still really expensive, 115 bucks. But honestly, I could do that now. That's good. Unless they raised the price when I went in June last year. But wait, amusement ride wristbands are not valid on go kart, spring shot, sky coaster, and skyscraper. That's a lot of shit that you don't get. But yeah, no. I mean, if I went, I'd probably have to do that. 280 ride ticket package. Is that like, dude? Yeah, the wild pass is 425, and that's for everything. Let's see what that says, because that's what I saw when I was there. I just could not believe it. I literally I was like, what the fuck? Both of our beachfront water parks. Oh yeah, because they got a couple on there. And then the wild water, just the water park pass is 265. So I really don't know what the why does it say amusement ride wristband and water park admission is 115, but then like the wild pass for the water park and everything is like 200, 400 bucks. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand that at all. Bro, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, it's still expensive, bro. I would not pay for that. If it was 115 bucks to get into the water park and all the rides, it's not worth it. But that's damn sure a lot better than paying $400 fucking dollars for that shit. All right, where were we at? I brought my phone in the shower to listen to yapping. Yeah, I'm great in the shower. Does USPS have protocols for using out dark web deliveries? Know of any good ways to mask it? Honestly, I don't. Mostly they probably won't care. You can just easily send it in a normal package. You'll probably be fine. I'm not going to say to do that because I don't recommend it, because I don't think you get arrested for that unless it's a very severe drug. But I did see on Reddit a couple of weeks ago that someone got a letter from customs saying yeah, we confiscated your shit, but nothing happened to them. But I wouldn't risk it with anything. I wouldn't send anything out. If someone's sending you something, I think they would get in trouble first before you would, but I don't think it would be good for you either. But yeah. I've had fried gator bites once, if that counts. Yes, it does. I'd try a platypus burger. That might be interesting. I want to try fried rattlesnake. It could be interesting. Plane tickets are such a scam. You pay for the flight and then for the seat. BS. Yeah, no, I really want to go somewhere on a plane. I want to go to Vegas or California, but dude, the departing times for this shit, that's why I like the Universal. Everything was included, and you left at 7 in the morning. You would get there at 9 in the morning. For $1,600 for Universal fucking Studios, you would get the nice room, the 2 plane tickets, the admission every single day for $1,600. Dude, plane tickets are already a fucking couple hundred, so that you're getting a good deal. But Cape May is very nice for if you want to be rich. I think Tina Fey goes there. She was talking about it. I'm going to write 3 more wild trip reports for your channel. I'm going to start writing tonight. Hell yeah. Well, I will make... Oh, Ozzy got scared when I did that. He's sitting next to me now. Well, I will make 1 or 2... Why does this keep happening, bro? Well, I will make 1 or 2 trial readings with my phone and share them in your Discord server and see what people think. Then if the response is good, then I'll do it. Yeah, I think the Discord moderator, they made a special section for that. I'm not going to read trip reports from that, on the channel, but it's good to just share it with people. Yo, Tails, are you excited for the new Elden Ring DLC? I don't play video games, so if I did, I probably would be excited. Locals call it Cape Gay, just FYI. I could see it. So glad you're monetized again. Yeah, it's definitely a good feeling. Yo, I didn't miss the stream. Yo, Jesse Pinkman, what's up, bro? Facebook page for the Cape May and Wildwood shit. I thought that was funny that he went there. There's a whole bunch of shit going on there right now. Trump rally would be fun to go to no matter how you feel about it. It would be, you'd see something interesting. I remember I went to the Republican National Convention when it was in Cleveland in 2016. That was the wild songs they created, and it was woman dressed as a polar bear, these fucking really super religious people were saying like lesbianism is a sin, you're going to go to hell. And then it was funny because these lesbians started making out in front of the person that was speaking. I thought that was funny. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. And then there's people saying the Pope is the Antichrist. And there's the Black Lives Matter people who were, had that sign where all the dead people were on, that got killed by police. And it was such a wild experience for a 16-year-old dude. That shit was fucking insane. I'm pissed I missed the Alex Jones things because he was there, but I didn't see. We were over there. We were more in the center, but he was like by the flats a little bit. That's like a little area in downtown Cleveland where they have a bunch of restaurants and clubs, I think, and concert. But yeah, I would definitely go back to that. That was an experience. If the DNC or RNC comes back here again, I'm definitely going. And if they had the debate there in 2015 too, when the Trump's first debate, when he said the Rosie O'Donnell thing, or whatever, only Rosie O'Donnell, when he said that shit, that was in Cleveland, and I think we went to that too. Like we went around the area because it's just, no matter how you feel about anyone, these politicians, like the news people are gonna be there's gonna be crazy ass protesters and shit. Like it's just for the experience of it. It's a lot of fun. It would have been funny to see it though. It would have been funny. I wonder how much Disney World tickets are. Let's take a look. I actually looked at, I put in the same dates for Disney World, and I said 2,100, but I don't think the plane tickets were involved. So, yeah. Theme park tickets, yay. I wouldn't want to go to Disneyland in California. I'm going to pay that much. I'd rather go to Disney World than the Wildwood water park that's on the fucking boardwalk. Do they have it, like, all together, bro? 4-park magic ticket, $99 a day. 4-day ticket. Shit. You can get a 3-day 3-park ticket, $89,267 per ticket. That's like, honestly, I thought it was more than that. For 3 days, $267. Like, it's for Disney. I'm like shocked, honestly. It says a special offer. Theme park ticket is $109 just for 1 day. So, like, yeah, of course they're gonna try to get more money off you. That's what they want you to stay more days. You can buy a turkey leg. You can get the Dole Whip shit, whatever the fuck it's called. But yeah. Let's see how many concurrent